like a cold dog winning. It's feeling like a cold dog winning. The sun still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to eat. Yeah. It's feeling like a cold dog winning. The sun still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to eat. It's feeling like a cold dog winning. The sun still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to eat. Yeah. It's feeling like a cold dog winning. The sun still behind the trees. Yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to eat.
Lives currently. They could be going out today.
That would be horrible. I mean, there are 750 points, if I remember this correctly, which is a good position to be in.
Good solid
but
start.
last year as well, they were quite a contender in a lot of different titles. So to see them struggling on this first week to get a couple more on the board, not the nicest situation to be in. But again, it's a long tournament. We got 6 more weeks to go. We'll see how that's going to be playing out. But that's it from us over here at the Dota stage. We're going to be heading back to you guys.
We were there. For every click, every clutch, every respawn. We were there for the years of grind, and we're here. Now, the proud founding partner of EWC, powering the biggest event in gaming, shoulder to shoulder with the world's best, making history. Greatness deserves a stage. Lenovo Legion, reach your impossible.
I remember watching Pokimane and trying to get a drop, and I was like super excited to get it, and I was just grinding the game with my brother.
I started like really playing the game when I was like 14. Then by like 15, I realized that there is some potential here that could be done in this game.
I started winning some tournaments, like local lands, and at some point I was like, maybe I could like go far.
I think he brings a lot to the team, his communication, his flexibility on the duelist role.
He's funny, making jokes, and at the same time he's like very serious and hardworking.
So Sayonara was someone that was really well known to basically everybody in the scene. He was playing in the tier 2 leagues, he was looking fantastic statistically.
When I started playing, it was quite exciting. I was happy that I could be making a career out of the game.
There is no one that is able to bring all of those player skill sets along with the flexibility in his agent pool and still be able to deliver at the same level he does when he's at his best.
I said my family, I'm gonna be pro player, and they said ignore it, go school, but I said just trust me. And I trust myself too. And when I signed the contract, I proud myself too much.
He gives us energy, he gives us his aim, he gives us his brain. Like, everyone thinks he can only shoot, but he can do everything. Like, he can play every character, he can play every role. Like, he's a joker in our team.
It feels like people believe in me for a reason, because they know I'm good. So I take it as a compliment each time and try to prove to everyone that I am that guy and I can play as good as I can.
He's kind of like playing a lot, learning a lot, and kind of like trying to share it too.
He's not a player who wants absolutely to be micromanaged, for coaches to be involved in everything. He's very confident in what he has, in the things that he's done previously, and we just need to make sure that we're there and available to do everything we possibly can for him.
You're looking at all these rookies that are coming to tier 1, and they just look like the best players on the planet.
The young generation can take a bit more strategic approach to the game while still having fun and running around.
I'm so unbelievably excited to play on the biggest stage, especially here in Paris. I just can't wait.
It's a nice block from Starso. I don't know if he has time for this one though, Kev. It's going to be very close. Oh, that is unbelievable. Also,
You got to hear from the young studs, the next generation of Valorant stars, but Timotino continues to lead the line here in the grand finals as 100 Thieves are up 1-0 over the reigning world champions NRG in the chase to write their name in EWC history.
Yeah, and we're about to jump into Sunset, the second map of this best of 5. We were speaking about the surprises that 100 Thieves offered us, but the last time the NRG played this map, it granted them the world champion title.
True.
It was against Fnatic, of course, a year ago, but let me tell you, for the rest of the year, this map did not look good. When we're speaking about momentum, that last map, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, 100%. We have not seen their sunset since that moment. And it's kind of a surprise here, seeing how they're going to play into it. Granted, yes, this is 100 Thieves pick. Why not pick it when you've just absolutely slammed yesterday and turned that pocket pick into yours, making sure it turns into your map? Really well done by 100 Thieves, but I think it's a little bit of a worry when all your video is online.
Individually, when we think about NRG, a couple of players just not stepping up there until later on in that map on Breeze, hoping that they can start going off right away. Yeah.
Like, of course, we've had a little bit of a break. There's some chats that I had. I like to see Mitch smiling and whatnot, but we're seeing what we're seeing, right?
Yeah, it's a little rough, especially when you're thinking of a player like Kiko who didn't have a good performance that last game. How he's gonna mentally jump back into this one and make sure he's on top, because again, that's your duelist. If it's not Mata, it's Kiko. And he needs to step it up, get those opening picks to open up the rounds.
And for all of the times that 100 Thieves, these 100 Thieves has already gone up against NRG, it looks like they learned a lot. So for NRG, we suspected and we were right. This approach of putting Ethan again on that Neon is going to be repeated. Mata on that Phoenix. I still have PTSD from yesterday. I need Mata to warm up very quickly to this.
Yeah, 100 Thieves keeping that same comp, but NRG definitely pulling our sights towards that comp. Kiko on Chamber, though, he's been playing really well. He played it a lot in the group stages of EWC, and that was actually one of his highest ACS agents that he picked. So it's really nice to see him back on that. Maybe might enable him a little bit more than the Jet, but you're absolutely right. Mata on that Phoenix really has to step up. And Ethan, I mean, his movement's been good, but not really the fragging power that they need.
Yeah, I mean, Sunset is going to be unexplored for the side of 100 Thieves. Not a lot that they can prepare. Yes, they can anticipate that this is the archetype that NRG is wanting to follow. With them starting on the attack with that double duelist, maybe that gives them back a little bit of that momentum and, you know, puts a little bit of fate in their hands.
Yeah, I think they've also picked that attack side to start as well, because this is a 100 Thieves map pick. So they're definitely trying to start things at their own pace, make them play to the way that they want to play, forcing 100 Thieves to understand the tempo that NRG is trying to pull out.
Vora coming off the last map there for 100 Thieves with the hot hand, and 100 Thieves getting first blood in this best of 5. But NRG, they always look even-keeled throughout. Despite us looking at them and seeing that they're stressed, they always find a way to manage and work through the adversity. Now, in these championship rounds, will they be able to continue to do so? Let's find out as we go into map number 2 with Paper Thin and Achilleos.
NRG looking to try to even the score line here as we go into the map pick of 100 Thieves Sunset to see whether or not this is going to be a 2-0 start, or if they can make this a 1-1, extend this series and guarantee us at least 4 maps of action. Left wanting after that Breeze. NRG just not able to find their footing at any twist or turn. They need to do so from the outset here. He go back over onto the chamber. We've seen what he can do with this. Absolutely deadly. And also do have to give Ethan, you know, some flowers as well. This Neon has been very steadily improved.
Yeah, he's getting better as time goes on. This is the real danger man, though. Looking for that camera, gonna find it. He has the rendezvous in range there, so he can bail out if need be. Timotino going on a little bit of a fact-finding mission. We'll find some leaning in towards the A cubby, and shot and attempt from Kiko. Does take a little bit of damage himself. Not going to be able to find value early. clear the door here. Asuna, ooh, he went for it, but at least still has the hot hands to heal.
Get pushed back up towards full. We'll find a little bit of damage, but it's a clean shot from Timotino to take down Ethan. But there's a lot more around that corner ready to come his way. Just gives up that space for now, backpedaling. Now re-swinging, looking for a little bit more. We'll take Scuba down to 6, but cannot confirm the kill. It's gonna be Brock to trade it out.
30 seconds left.
Into a 4v4. Rendezvous taken. Flash connecting. Awesome. Stands behind the box to re-swing out, and Mata has him dead. Hot hands, not quite going where he wanted, though. It's Vora. Quick little re-peek. Finds Scuba. Brock now dead. Vora cleans up Mata, and it's just Kiko with 8. A 1v3 with no time to do anything at all. Swap to the frenzy. A kill to be found, but this round is over. Once again, it's 100 Thieves.
And it's Vora, who has been unreal today. The two young players, maybe the ones you had some questions about, their first big international grand finals. How are they going to perform? It's been aces. And again, the Sova, so steady. And you know, this is a map that 100 Thieves looked really sharp on against Nongshim the first time they debuted it. A great defender side. They went 6-1 to close out the map. Decent relay bolt and a good shot from Timotino.
Careful now. Kiko's dead, gonna be looking for more. It's just a meat grinder. 2 players burnt to a crisp.
Spike down A.
Skewered and set over the flames.
Go, go, go. I got Spike.
And Ethan now just at 7 health. Trying to see if he can find any damage whatsoever.
You would think this would be pretty tough. Cryo should have a pretty good approach potentially. Ethan just got a spot on him there. So now you just send him into the duo. And all you need is one stray bullet to connect with one of those Spectres, and it should be round over.
And there it is. 2-0 to start. Spectres to be carried over. And 100 Thieves once again off to a strong start on this map.
I had some big questions about this Sunset, obviously, for NRG. You know, what was the comp going to look like? We haven't seen this map since the grand finals of Paris last year when they bested Fnatic on it. And it's kind of a Haven-ish approach for them. Similar comp to what they run there. And so far hasn't looked super comfy, but you know, again, this is going to be 100 Thieves side of the map, you would suspect. This defender side should be pretty powerful. Timotino not going to stick around, and Scuba actually going to claim Bang.
Good way to start it off. The Omen down, but a tag there on a Scuba as well, and the headshot to Ethan. Neon on neon violence once again coming through. Timotino is looking to assert dominance.
That's a tough ask for anybody to go up against Timotino. He's been so reliable. Even when he's not fragging out, he's doing good things for the team. Go. Tough angle to clear here. Seas goes long. Cryo's just gonna try to hold. Oh my God.
Shock Dart finds the finisher. He just had the 10 health. Mata will be able to peel back 1 kill as Cryo gets taken down. Asuna trying to go in on for timing. Timotino just trying to fish for a wallbang shot. Keeps it down at 50. Here at Alley, going to be attacked. The scope in the second to connect. Vora able to deny Mata that ultimate. They cannot win that round, but critically, they do a lot of damage and they get the run it back away from NRG. So still, overall, a very good bonus for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, you're feeling really good about that one as 100 Thieves. Hitting some nice shots, big smiles across the board. Mata able to clear out Cryo. He's under pressure there from Kiko. Mata having a pretty nice round. Brock, that sturdy pair of hands. Oh.
It's an exhale.
Thought maybe he was gonna have something, but.
Where are you?
Now you've got to run it back your own as Asuna. Timotino already into that op. Quick pivot over here from Asuna. Wants to be in a place to deny and execute if it comes through.
Gotta go.
Orbs funneled into their own Phoenix.
Ball into the corner, Prowler to check right side. Nothing going to be spotted yet. Cam now toggled. And there's a big ping reveal. Just trying to clear the angles to be able to get the shots through. Also going to be snapped back, but not before he takes down Ethan. Scuba again, dead to a shock dart. Second round in a row for that to happen. Don't see that every day. 100 Thieves, once again, holding back NRG. As this time, it's a flawless to maintain the lead.
And even though there's some good awareness of where that run it back is going to be coming from by NRG, in fact, they hit Asuna with a paranoia, almost connect a seize onto him too, on the backside to try to slow it down. Doesn't really matter too much because he still had a little bit left on the clock to push that corner. Timotino just going to be holding that angle. And eventually, able to settle the spray there is Asuna. And NRG fans starting to get worried. They came back after getting blown out.
I'll find you.
By BBL on the first map the other day. So NRG, we know they have it in the tank.
Watch out! This way!
Cryo, quick little drag across the spot now, knowing Ethan scaled forward. Kiko's going to be taken down off screen. Sliding attempt, but really just delivered the spike, and the rest of his team into Cryo's arms. 4K for the Cypher, shutting down any hopes of a thrifty. And if you're NRG, I think that timeout is not far away.
And that's brutal. Yeah, it's brutal to have to use it, but it's ice cold from Cryo.
Spike down, please.
Just the confidence there to take it down. Gonna have that neural theft coming into the next round too. 100 Thieves fans delighted with what they've seen so far. That breeze really set the tempo. The one thing I was kind of worried about here, 400 Thieves, was going to be that kind of experience difference in terms of dealing with the emotions, dealing with the adrenaline. A lot of times, younger players, when they come out swinging in a huge match like this, will give so much to that first map that they don't realize that adrenaline crash out that's going to come in the later maps as this drag on. But as NRG is well aware, they've been through the ringer, they've won championships, Ethan's done it twice. So they know what that kind of marathon is all about, but it's gonna take some heavy lifting from the coaching staff and the players to start turning this around. So far though, 100 Thieves, I'm impressed. Seems like they're pretty calm, cool, and collected coming into the second map. You know, NBS, another coach who's been there, done that, won a world championship, knows how to keep his players mentally focused and sharp.
We're good.
It's up again. Deeper angle at Alley. Taken, just trying to wait out this Prowler. Have to be cleared. Goes for a timing shot. Nothing to be found there. His blinds are going to be exchanged on either side. Overdrive now going to be topped as well by Ethan. This ends up being a bit of a stalemate. Seas will connect. Ball. Gonna go crashing across this A site, but Asuna on the spray, able to find Mata before he can even make it past the wall. Brock as well gonna be tagged down. Asuna is just tearing them apart. He hasn't even seen anyone. Scuba now has to exit.
Now they're gonna check Cryo. He's holding an off angle there.
God. He's just on a different plane of existence at the moment. Feels like Timotino just widely just can't miss.
I think the good news here is that wisely NRG cut sound, being aware that they had spent so long over on that A side, they need to be careful about a lurk, so they're going to bypass Cryo, and I don't think give him much. Now, I'm curious if Cryo then, his reaction to this, once they kind of realize this is going to go B, is that he goes sprinting over to try to throw in a neural theft, or is this just going to be a straight up save? I think it's just a save.
It seems to be the case. None the wiser that this site that they're creeping around,
10 seconds
lingering outside of, it's completely and utterly empty aside from some Cypher util. But it's not favoring their chances. As the crowd maybe trying to give Cryo some hints here. And he's not going to go too aggressively forward. Will retain his weapon. 100 Thieves retaining, maintaining, stretching this lead.
Yeah, it's great work by them. Util dump right at that front door, start spamming it down. Just don't let him in. Great paranoia from Bang. You have a Phoenix as well to counter those Phoenix curveballs from Mata. So it's just about making sure that the timing on all that is good, and it was. Once again, 100 Thieves looking to go 6-1 on their defender's side. Oh, Timotino. He was just above them.
Get the hell out of there. Plays all set up. Paranoia, though, forcing Mata back.
I don't think Bang made any noise when he went for that peek, so I'm not sure. They had full confirmation that he's there. They probably suspect.
You know, he's close enough. And that's more than enough for NRG to try to go on the pivot. I'm still dialed in on mid. Swing coming out wider. And Timotino coming out on top. Kiko eliminated Molly up towards Street. Timotino trying to overstay on that angle for a little bit longer, find that kill. So it's just going to be this 1-for-1 exchange between Vora and Ethan. Numbers advantage still there, 400 Thieves. So now checking over towards Street, trying to see if maybe they have a way to slot themselves over towards A, but there's the pinch coming in as Cryo re-wraps out of Boba.
One enemy
Another kill found as Brock will get taken down. The spike now on the floor. Scuba.
30 seconds left.
When realistically, there's nothing more to be done here. The swing and die. That or try to save the gun, but they would have gone hunting. It would have been unlikely for him to keep that in his own grasp. And it's just similar scenes to Breeze. Well, we might be seeing that second timeout call sent in desperation. But given what we're seeing, I think it'd be sent to no avail.
No, I think you're right. And I love the protocols here. Timotino so quick to get back over to A Link to help out on that A site. Asuna able to tuck in safely. Even though Vora goes down, 100 Thieves are able to start really shutting the door down, but there goes Ethan.
Well, needs a hell of a lot more, but it's not ready for Cryo to be playing on that very same corner. Hunter's Fury now called in from Vora, trying to see if he can get any tags. Nothing found quite just yet. Bottom around the corner. Bang, has him dead. Timotino does get taken down. Head 100 shot from Kiko. Finding its target. Now the Tour de Force is going to be invested. TP in behind, and he's also in front of that trademark, but decides not to commit to it. Quick cancel, Paranoia at the ready, but the clearing and the gun barrel spot at the foot as well. And there's the kill. Scuba able to strike him down. Bang now out of the equation. Jump up and over the top for find this kill on a Brock. Will not be able to do so.
Spike planted.
A couple shock darts layered in, looking for some added damage. Soften up the players of NRG. Push coming in though. Two players lined up. Cryo finding them both. And Scuba, he's just got the op. Finds the first. Swap to the Bandit. A Phantom there at his feet. Push the corner though, and Cryo! He's done it again! Another 4K, another defuse, another round for 100 Thieves.
It's unreal. I mean, Cryo just finds the perfect time to step out of that cyber cage and freeze them out of the round. Absolutely brutal stuff. Getting that opening kill onto Ethan and all the way over to the other side. Read that nicely.
Nice! Let's go, man!
They are just disgusting today. They are so well prepared. And then you get some individual moments of brilliance. Cryo's 10-1.
God, it's just disgusting. Haunt doesn't clear this smoke, and oh my God, he's so fast. Cover. Maybe a little over-aggressive. Does get punished, but still is able to find that kill. Gets his. Cryo, though, going to be spammed down. Meanwhile, Vora catching Ethan going on a walkabout at backside. Get the shock darts over to the cubby position. Bang now, trying to play out from Market, but Scuba will have him dead.
Ooh.
Now a 2v3 with Brock suffering quite a bit of damage. Now finished off Vora. Does he read this? The answer seems to be yes. Shock dart right there at his feet. Now going to be confirming that with the drone. Kiko's got nowhere to go.
One enemy remaining.
Gets himself planted, swing the corner, the gun and drawn out! And Asuna! He has absolutely destroyed them! Is he getting away with that?
I don't know, but it's every time 100 Thieves needs someone to come up with a hero clutch. There is a player ready, and they are going to hit another home run. Brilliantly played there by Asuna, just kept swinging until the gun was ready. Beautiful play. And the fans can't believe it. I can't believe it. That was my reaction too. Here we go again.
Double push. And the awful clear of the Prowler, but that's all to play Cryo into this tucked position. They're trying to spam him out, but now he swings the corner, and Cryo still able to find two. Ult denied. Cibatino is looking for that stray shot to connect, cannot find it. And NRG, I mean, they're just looking like they've given everything that they had just to make it into this grand final. Now the tank is run dry. TP over to Ali. Bang, already on the arrival. Here's his approach. We can rely on Asuna to try to slow things down. The run it back now, going to be committed. Kiko able to find the one, but Bang just re-peeks here from backside. Jump peek, Scuba. A nasty shot to be found.
I have the spike.
Chance to reconcile
Spike planted.
over the previous round. To bring one back for NRG. Finds the first. Quick TP on the reposition. Looks like he's gonna re-wrap back across street side. Revealing Bora. Checking this with the recon, taps the defuse. Trying to assess which direction he's gonna be coming from before the moment. He is gambling incorrectly, but now starts to suss it out.
Shadows traveling.
Smoke to be dropped, the defuse being held to half, and Scuba will get it done. It's a massive clutch and a 4K for the Omen of NRG. But it's all just to find a second round win.
Well, finally, something goes NRG's way. Huge plays by Scuba. This one looked like it was going to be done, but that shot over the generator, ridiculous. And the final there, using the drop of the smoke as a one-way to make sure that he could deal with Vora. I thought for a moment maybe Asuna had seen him over in elbow, but must not have, because he kind of swung out into that. Op in hands for Kiko. Good flash response as well.
Oh, but look at Bang. He's just been able to walk all the way down through tiles. It's a non-aggressive trademark. NRG just want to go for an exploration to A, then rotate to B, have that trademark to try to deny a flank, but they just leave mid completely. They leave mid completely open for the taking. They seize that, but Mata is still able to find one. Mata will fall, Paranoia out. Scuba should have been seen there, but Brock, check out the market, Bang, eliminated. Shock dart forward, but Scuba again looking for these kills, and Vora none the wiser. Gets wrapped around on. Right now in play. And despite the early death, NRG in pole position to close this out. Like 2 rounds in a row. Asuna can clutch up, spots them, but cannot win it. Scuba, faster on the draw. A third round for NRG.
The fact that they're able to come back from these man-down deficits is really nice. The early clear of Cryo, so instrumental here to break open that B site. Puts Vora on an island. Bang can't win the 1v1 against Brock. Nice step up again from Scuba. Starting to take matters into his own hands. A 3K. 7 kills in 2 rounds. And okay, the march, the comeback, is it going to continue? Can NRG find that fourth? It's going to be a little bit of a weaker buy.
The aggression going to be punished. Good opening kill found for Kiko. This market door already shut, can just be quickly broken. Swap of that gun going to be heard. Kiko will just drop back.
Got all this Cypher util here on the A site this time. Try to slow them down. Asuna, I thought maybe he was going to commit to that. Brock's actually rerouting to go check. Make sure that there's no aggressive flanks from 100 Thieves. And again, that trademark gives you a little bit of safety. Try to go for this B hit, but this time 100 Thieves are going to triple up on it because of the safety of the Cypher util of their own on the other side.
An aggressive line for Asuna, but does get rewarded finding one. Molly covers his tracks as he retreats back to safety. Meanwhile, TP in the back of sight. Scuba going completely on red. Strikes is able to find the one, the paranoid now onto Vora, sets him up. The alley-oop is there, Ethan collecting. Bang now though, hitting the micro transfer. Absolutely destroys him. Now they know exactly where Kiko is. Bang watching, and Kiko has no idea. What a monstrous 4K for Bang.
Switching sides.
To close out this half 9-3.
Oh my God. What is going on today with this 100 Thieves team? They are just doing some of the most outrageous stuff. It's the individual heroics that have got them over the line in a bunch of these rounds as the half wore on. It looked like NRG was going to get their fourth. It looked like they were going to have a lifeline, but Bang had other ideas.
Just disgusting what he just did to NRG. Once again, they're going to be reeling at the half. Once again, they need to find the pistol to try to rally back into this one. Because 100 Thieves, they have free reign. They're going unchecked. And they're just doing whatever they want on this map of Sunset. But for now, let's send things over to Lou with some very familiar faces.
Thank you indeed. Familiar faces from Ascension, you know, very big faces on EMEA. Job Life head coach and assistant coach Skaz and Larson have joined me. Les coachs de Job Life m'ont rejoint pour une petite interview. Et la première question que j'avais envie de vous poser, c'est parce que vous allez jouer en EMEA au prochain split. D'ailleurs, j'ai très hâte de voir ça. Est-ce que je peux savoir pourquoi vous êtes là? Ça me fait plaisir que vous soyez là, mais c'est quoi les vraies raisons?
Déjà, c'est un événement incontournable en France. Et surtout, on vient aussi chercher un peu d'inspiration, un peu d'énergie.
Des strats?
Des strats, pourquoi pas. Et on vient aussi regarder 100 parce que c'est une équipe qui nous inspire beaucoup et on espère pouvoir essayer de choper quelques indices, quoi.
Bien sûr. So first question, why are you guys here for real? We're getting prepped for next split. Obviously, we're trying, you know, to get also a little bit of inspiration because we like 100 Thieves style quite a lot. Et maintenant, je me tourne vers toi, mon cher Larson. Avoir un événement comme ça en France, quand on joue, quand on coach pour une équipe aussi connue avec autant de fans que Job Life, forcément, ça doit faire quelque chose. Ça donne envie peut-être d'être là l'année prochaine?
Forcément, on a envie d'être là l'année prochaine, accompagné de Skaz, je l'espère toujours. Et ouais, le but c'est de mettre notre petit nom dans le totem là-bas, et ça serait l'objectif, quoi, parce que c'est bien pour la France d'avoir des événements comme ça. Et il faut continuer,
On continue d'avoir des événements comme ça. We would love to put the Job Life name on the totem hall next year. So let's see if the Job Life boys can make it next year to EWC. And after this very elevated analysis, let's get back to that sunset.
Let's get back into it. 9-3. 100 Thieves have presented NRG with a gargantuan task. We had so many question marks around this 100 Thieves squad coming into this because of that lack of best-of-5 experience. NRG has had so many more moments like this, so many more matches like this, with crowds like this. Yet they are the ones that are struggling. Able to find some opening damage here on Asuna. The Molly now going to be set there at their feet, trying to cook to a crisp around the corner, but it's going to be Mono with the Ghost. He's able to find the value. Or Asuna eliminated. Quick little cursory peek around the corner from Timotino and decides to back away.
You're kind of hoping there as Thieves that's just the Chamber in a aggressive solo position, but there were layers behind that. The Thieves fell for the bait, hook, line, and sinker. So you're gonna have to win an odd man situation. Doable. Ethan and Scuba very weak already. Brock gets a spot. He's gonna peel back, has no backup right now. Still tags Timotino.
I was about to send that Haunt on a timing, but then got the visual confirmation instead. Hold it for now, but now Cryo turning here top mid.
Go.
Able to catch one, the swing joined in, bang. Cleaning up a kill, the Paranoid to connect. Exchange on the other side. To try to swing forward, just take the fight right to NRG's doorstep. Bang and Brock to brawl it out. He does have the spike in hand. Footsteps made. The swing is in, and Brock will be able to find him as the pistol goes the way of NRG.
Yeah, it's that early advantage that NRG is able to create by using a little bit of trickery. And then they're able to rely on the steady discipline of Brock to hold the line, to buy a little bit extra time over there, not give himself up for free.
30 seconds
And then he's the one who comes in as the closer at the end. I think Bang there probably going to regret not trying to wrap back through market or something like that. Maybe thought he could bamboozle Brock a little bit there. It's hard to do against a player of his caliber. Just going to get out early. This time there's no massive layer behind this, but there is a judge in his own hands.
Goodbye, Bang. Goodbye, Timotino. Mata will be able to find that kill, and it looks like what happened on Breeze not going to occur again. The full classic thrifty. There's plenty of guns here in the hands of NRG, which does mean that if 100 Thieves can find some value for some eliminations, they'll get rid of some of the money, but afford the paranoia out, and that should just about be a flawless as Vora going to be tagged down, and the judge will be able to take him out. So, flawless found, NRG. It's the exact start they need for this half, and if they can convert a bonus off the back of this, then who the hell knows where the Sunset's going to go.
Right. I mean, I think the thing to remember with 100 Thieves when we saw them on Sunset versus Nongshim was that the attacker side was a little bit weaker, was a little bit more struggle for them. It started off really weak. It was a 5-3 for Nongshim's favor early on, and then they found their footing, ran 4 in a row at the end to make it 7-5. So I guess your hope here as 100 Thieves is that you don't give up this bonus.
Okay, shots barely connecting onto the Timo.
Shortcut.
It's going to be the fast lane, sprint forward. Mike still contained there in main, but Timotino going to be able to find Mata. Run it back, no longer a concern for the round.
That was close.
Spike planted.
Tough retake.
Bang is just going to be ready and waiting with his parent. No, never mind, paranoia is not in hand. But he still had it. Instead, we'll just say tucked it backside.
The re-swing from Cryo here.
There's the slide in. Timotino now striking behind the box, but tag down the 19 health. Bang. Trying to peel back some of the pressure. Hits the headshot. And Cryo lying in wait and market. Catches Scuba completely off guard. For Kiko, nothing more really to be done. Some kills would be nice. Try to get towards that tour de force. Instead, it will be Cryo spotting him out at Boba. Bonus not to be converted, and double digits now found for 100 Thieves.
Should be, I think, very much in their grasp to put this to a 2-0. The impetus going to be on NRG to run it back on a map that they have not played yet this year. They haven't played it at EWC. And it is a map that they had struggled on historically. I mean, they lost, it was like 3 or 4 in a row in the lead up to that Champs Grand Finals last year. So definitely, I think, a great pick here, 400 Thieves. The first one they get a shot at. They were chomping at the bit. Mata is going to have to run it back. Asana's still a couple away. Same with Timotino for the overdrive, and they're just going to keep doubling down.
Back committed. Widely is contained. Asana will get taken down though and push forward. Mata eventually able to find that spacing. Comes away with 1, but Cryo's found 2. Granted, it is the ult, but okay. Great shots from Kiko. Cryo trying to get him back into it, but without the actual kill coming through, just the denial on the ult. Not much more to be done.
It's a gamble here from Vora, thinking that NRG wouldn't expect them to run basically the same round twice in a row, right? And that sometimes does work, but NRG, to their credit, very ready for it. Kiko in particular, an absolute nuisance there on backside. Got to have some better util to clear him out. Oh, that one right there. Jaw-dropping. As usual, Kiko has had some of the most unreal spray transfers we've seen at EWC. So 4 rifles, 1 share for Vora.
Really trying to fight over the space, but no likelihood. In hindsight, should have just abandoned it. Timotino able to find Mata. Thinks behind the box into the spray down. Now a quick pivot over to A, where for the moment it is just Scuba here. It's been huge for them in the few rounds that NRG have been able to collect. Except initial contact has to peel back. Sees from Brock avoided. Very fast pivoting, all of NRG trying to get into position to counteract this. Knows that they still do have overall a weapon advantage, and that's going to be the Nile on the run it back. Asuna out of the equation. This Ethan pushing forward, able to find himself a second. Brock getting involved in the fight as well, but Cryo fighting back. Gets himself into the 1v1. The ping reveal, and Ethan just getting chipped away at. Down to 33, he's got a Phantom. He's gonna have to be so fast on the burst, but he does have the opportunity to play this on time. 25 seconds remaining in the round. Cryo has to go for it and will be able to win it. Another multi-kill round. As 100 Thieves march onward, looking for that third map and looking to make it the final map.
Apparently,
when
2
rounds away.
The sun sets, that's when it gets chilly, because Cryo is absolutely going nuclear on this map. They're just giggling about it, but man, oh man. What a performance he has had on this Cypher. 20 kills, 7 deaths. Blinding. Timotino immediately with the ult. Sees there to slow him down. A kill into mid. Asuna dealt with.
Big one found, but somehow doesn't even get that much damage onto Ethan. Just sliding back along the wall, keeping himself protected. Mana, however, going to be spotted into mid, and bang, has the backstab. Tiles again, a position widely being ignored by NRG, whether it's on this defense or the attack. While it does end up being a 4v4, health advantages very critically are there for 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves hasn't been able to capitalize on that space that Timotino created at A. They're worried that there's going to be a fast flood ready. So they thought about pinging to the other side, but I think the fact that Timotino hasn't seen a damn thing over there, they're just like, he's like, get over here, guys, please.
Yeah, before they suss it out. Pivot's now going to be committed to.
And you're going to have a little bit on this retake. Obviously the tour de force in play for Kiko, but he's already pretty banged up. Scuba has a paranoia, and Brock's haunt will be in the cards.
Left.
They have to check elbow because Timotino never did. We'll find out that it's pretty wide open. Smokes start layering in, and should be a plant at the very least. Just how strong is this hold gonna look?
10 seconds left.
Timotino only have a shorty here.
They had the overdrive at the start.
Right.
He's never able to grab anything, but he can just get to a position where you barrel stuff somebody. No, he's got a weapon now. Bang, we'll take the shorty. We'll just play up close here, but that's not gonna do too much, but Ethan comes sliding in, finds that kill. Timotino able to find the enemy chamber, the defuse being stuck, but now he's got full off of this one as Ethan trying to hold the line. Takes it down to 1 yet again, but Cryo able to come out on top. This map has his name written all over it. As 100 Thieves now move their way up to map point.
It's pretty incredible what they're able to accomplish. It looked like for a moment here, NRG was going to be able to scale in and get the defuse. And then Timotino swings the corner, gets Scuba. Cryo right there for the trade. Playing so well is Cryo. 2 more kills in that round for him.
22-7. Is that the inverse play? Forget how the math works out. Oh, swing of the corner, and Ethan, you got an overdrive, but there's still 3 players there, so has to back away. Just be holding on to this Judge. Playing that close corner. This time around, NRG paying a lot of attention to mid and tiles. Get a decent amount of map control early, but some of that space now going to be given up.
Well, they're not going to have to do a lot of re-clearing. They heard that Judge. It was used by Ethan, so they're going to be pretty aware of it. The real question is this is so good. They checked Scuba's position, forced him to ult away. That's a pretty nice little win. Now just Kiko tucked in mid. Can't hit the shots, has to TP out.
Go, go, go.
Fast rendezvous to safety. Market door now to be broken down. 2 players here to try to stop the flood. The slide in though, and it's going to be the blaze wall from Asuna to be able to find Kiko. Not now going to be taking down Brock, eliminated. Scuba frantically chasing them, but it goes for the 10 spot. I'm not sure if that was a misclick, but it certainly was a misfire. As Ethan, take your pick of weapons. I don't think it's gonna matter. Paranoia to the face, a Hunter's Fury available, and a Molly on the market exit.
I'm out of here.
Cryo and the recon have spotted him out. He takes the fight, he wins it. The light's just not the brightest on Sunset, so Ethan cannot thrive. 100 Thieves are now up 2-0. One more map to take this in a sweep.
I mean, they are just feeling it today, but this was Cryo's map. This was Cryo's turn. He's been around for a while. Think back to some of those older teams he was on. This may have been one of his best ever. Absolutely rinsed NRG on Sunset.
Just round over round of NRG getting absolutely bodied by 100 Thieves. Just clean reads the whole way throughout. The calling from 100 Thieves and the prep work has been immaculate to watch.
Yes.
So much credit to the coaching staff of the IGL. They're piloting this team absolutely perfectly. As we get ready to go into what could be the final map, we'll send things back over to Degon and the desk are standing by with a very special guest.
Thank you very much, Achilleos and Paper Thin. Yes, it is 100 Thieves just on the cusp of making history as the second ever winners here at EWC for Valorant. And we are joined by a special guest, myself, Big Time, and Kukuka, joined by Mr. Leo Faria, the head of Valorant. How's it going, brother?
Hello, doing great. How are you?
Hey, it has been quite some time since Wild Rift. It's always great to see you look younger every time.
Likewise, sir.
Leo, it has been so great to see the changes towards a more open ecosystem to 2027. Kind of just wanted to get your thoughts on that, on what it's like to invite more and more players and teams to the competitive pool.
Man, we're very excited. Look, Val has been now, 6 years in the market, and we have seen how far it has come. We're very proud of what we built. But there's very clearly room for, keeping things fresh and keeping things exciting. And the way to do that is just to bring new blood into the sport. We want to we've been talking about this idea of reigniting the dream, giving young players, aspiring players and teams an opportunity, to fight their way in and to prove that they're worth, to prove that they belong among the best. So really, it's all about just opening that door, and we're very excited.
I like it because I think that with Ascension is what we were trying to achieve and actually achieved, because so many teams that we see perform today come from those tournaments, come from those teams. What have you been making out of the event? Because I've seen you walking around. Were you here the day that Mates played?
I was.
Because it was crazy.
It was insane. Yeah, look, we were in Paris not too long ago. The French crowd is special, and just being here again, it's awesome. We know that fans want more Valorant. We know that teams want to play more, and part of opening the ecosystem is not only giving opportunity for more players and teams, but also for more organizers, right, to do more stuff. We're very proud at Riot of doing a lot of events and producing events ourselves. But we also want to open up opportunities for others to, because at the end of the day, look, if players care about competition, we care about competition. Doesn't matter who is putting them together, and this is just a prime example of that working really well.
To add on to that, another tournament coming towards the end of the year that I'm immensely excited for is the Esports Nations Cup. What does that mean for you as Riot to be able to be involved with these tournaments where people can not only represent their teams but their whole countries, and then also who do you think is going to win on that? Just a little preview.
Turkey.
Yeah. Spicy question. Look, I think if we ask Valorant fans what they want, a national-based competition probably sits at the top of the list. I've been asked for for a Valorant World Cup for a long time, and we're very excited. It's a novel concept. I think there's a lot of pent-up demand. We know that players themselves are incredibly excited to be able to represent their country, and when you watch someone doing something that they care about, it's like it's impossible not to care about it yourself. So I think it's going to be very special. I think it's going to be special for esports. It's going to be great for Val. So just excited.
You can't dodge the second part of the question, though, Leo. Who should get your money on?
I'm going to show my bias, and I don't usually do that.
Yeah.
But I think my Brazil has good chances of winning.
Okay. There it is. There it is.
Sassi coming back from retirement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's going to be now. We'll see.
Yeah. Finally, you know, just the fact that EWC fits so well into that VCT schedule, it has allowed such young players and young teams like a BBL, like a roster overhaul, like Carmine Corp to show up. Like, how awesome is it to see another tournament that teams can qualify outside of VCT that maybe weren't doing so well at VCT?
Oh yeah, look, again, it's just a opportunity to play more, right? Like, we know how important it is for these teams to have just reps, opportunity to be on stage, playing in front of a crowd with a lot of stakes, a lot of things on the line. Like, nothing replaces experience. I think the VCT has been fairly criticized for not giving teams enough opportunity to play internationally. We have 3 global events a year, 4 if you include game changers, but teams want more. And you know, I think it's great for teams, great for players, great for fans. So again, we hope to see more of this.
Fantastic, Leo. And finally, it's 2-0 100 Thieves. How you think this is going to shake up?
We were just talking about before off camera. I think it's going to be good for 100 Thieves to finally lift a
there it is.
Yeah.
They've been waiting. The fans have been waiting.
I took him to our corner.
But look, you know, it's not over until it's over. NRG, they're the defending world champions for a reason. So we'll see. There's still Valorant to be played.
Leo Faria, everyone, thank you so much for joining us here at the EWC desk as we take a look at some of the highlights from Timotino, who's been on fire for 100 Thieves, especially on this Sunset map.
Yeah, look, at the start of this game, it was Timotino who really got the ball rolling there. I mean, I'm loving watching this guy play. When we talk about those MVP contenders, his name is for sure in there.
I think that I know that we are very impressed by what happened on map 1 and on this second map, and seriously how lost NRG is in some of these situations. How many clutches, how many rounds where they seem impossible to win for the side of 100 Thieves, and then Cryo goes in a crazy 4K 1v4. So many of these things do not make sense, but seriously, try and think about them from the NRG side. They have to be completely destroyed. But I agree with you. I think that all tournament-wise, to me, Timotino has proven that he has everything it takes to get that MVP.
It has been so fun to watch. Again, just every single player having a moment. Cryo with the 4K multiple times earlier.
Right.
It is just, this is such a fun team to watch. And then you continue to forget that this is an NRG squad that has won the World Championship, that have been down, look out, and then always find a way to come back despite starting the first part of the half so terribly here big time.
So NRG are a team full of tenacity.
Yes.
They keep making these comebacks, but is it too far gone here? That's the question for me, because I feel like they're just not even getting momentum. Inside the server, it feels like these games aren't close. They're having to steal away rounds from 100 Thieves here, who I think are looking so much more composed right now.
A part of me doesn't want to jump into conclusions, because honestly, I do not know how the vibes there are right now. I'm not listening, I'm just seeing. But seriously, I feel like things are going wrong in the NRG side, and 100 Thieves is just riding that wave.
Absolutely. Well, we will ride that wave to a potentially decisive haven on map number 3 after this.
All right, everybody, it's Puggy here with Scuba from NRG. They're about to take the stage for the grand finals. And Scuba, you've been in Paris before. Last time you did it, you raised a pretty huge trophy. How do you feel about your chances again tonight in the same city?
We're feeling pretty confident, honestly. I'm starting to feel like our lucky city, to be honest. As long as we're here today and we give it our all, I think we're going to win.
Now, Ethan was saying the French fans earlier in group stages and on day one didn't phase you. In fact, you guys are able to feed off that energy of the crowd. How are you able to stay so focused?
I mean, we experienced the worst of the worst at Champs last year. Almost got reverse swept in the Paris crowd. They had no one cheering for us, so it was more of like it just pushes us forward every time everyone's booing us.
Last question for you is you have matched up against 100 Thieves time and time again. If you're looking at the numbers, you guys have the statistical edge. What is it about this matchup that gives you guys the leg up?
I would just say our team is a lot more experienced and controlled in high pressure scenarios compared to 100 Thieves. Although I'm not going to underestimate them at all today. They're here for a reason, and we'll see how it goes.
Best of luck in the grand final.
Thank you.
65 neon or Omen. Bingo. Jen, not plan for you. He's backside. Yeah. 65 backside. Jen, kill him.
No! Nice! That was the way you were the best player ever, man!
Let's go.
Yo, that was the weirdest round I've ever played.
My first impression was, wow, this guy knows a lot.
But he's very someone that's helpful and there for you. When I first came to LA, he was the first guy to help me figure stuff out. You know, it's kind of like an older brother where he's always there trying to help you and make sure you're comfortable. He's just been playing for so long with so many different teams, different teammates, different roles. It's just hard to not improve when you're around him.
What he does the best is problem solving. Him together with Bang, they would just spend hours talking about micro details.
He can just read the room and understand what he needs to do. Like, okay, they're pushing us. Okay, let's do this, this, or this. Like, he understands every scenario and he understands which one is the most optimal and he does it. No hesitation.
It's a nice block from Starso. I don't know if he has time for this one though, Kev. It's going to be very close. Oh, that is unbelievable.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by Play.
Back-to-back 9-3 first halves here. 400 Thieves have made the hole too large for the reigning world champs NRG to dig themselves out of. And they find themselves now down 2-0 with all the momentum by the Thieves as we welcome you back to EWC 2026 Valorant. And one map win away is all that it takes for Thieves to finally achieve the potential that they have sought to reach for so long.
Yeah, and somehow the conversation cannot turn fully into them, right? They're having such a good final, but has their opponent even turned up in so many of these occasions? That keeps being the question. Haven also, the first map that they played yesterday at NRG on the best of three was devastating. I believe they chose to pick the map as well.
Yes.
And we were very worried after that.
I mean, it is scary. Now, Haven is a map that 100 Thieves have played 3 times here at EWC.
Yep.
They haven't lost it yet. It's a sort of a strange choice as a map 3. Oftentimes, in a best of 5, you're going to want to have your strongest map third. So, for me, now for this to be the ultimate decider where NRG have to make that comeback, it's a very, very big question.
Yeah, and we have to look at the individuals. We need Kiko to step up. We need Mara to not repeat that performance.
Yeah.
We're speaking about being electric, about trying to get in your opponent's head. The majority of those clutches have gone the way of 100 Thieves. We saw Scuba getting one. I think I still look at him. I was highlighting him at the beginning of the day, and I feel like I still look at him to try and keep this team alive. But things are looking way too different to the rest of playoffs. Like, how is this our final?
That's exactly the question. I need to see the individuals now. NRG, we've been speaking all tournament long about how great they are when their back is against the wall, but the amazing comebacks they've managed because they look so unfazed. But right now they look like they're in trouble. They look difficult. They look stressed on that stage. Can they find that composure right now, or their key will be getting crushed? The EWC dream will come to an end.
And that's the frustrating part. We've said this so many times about this team throughout this tournament. They look stressed. They look a little confused. There's no highs, there's no lows. It's just kind of stoic. And then they find their momentum, and you get that pop-off moment by Mata at the end. And they've done it multiple times here in the playoffs, but now they've got to do it in a best of 5 down 2-0.
Exactly. I need to see the fight right now. When we talk about who we expect to step up from this NRG team, Keiko, where are you, man? This is the best of 5. This is the final, and I feel like he's not here. He was an MVP frontrunner coming into these finals. I need to see him come alive here. On the side of 100 Thieves, Cryo just had an insane map. I was so impressed by them bringing out that sunset. We saw them bringing that out in the playoffs. Enormously impressed. For NRG, that was the first time they've had to play it. So I think you can excuse some of the issues there, but absolutely not all of them. You know, a map in the final should never be that dominating, especially when you're such a storied team like NRG.
Yeah. It's going to be map number 3, and it will be so wrong for the competition that we've had so far for this final to be a 3-0.
Yes.
But what can you do when 100 Thieves is having the run that they're having? All of these situations, when they look that they're lost, when it's just one player alive and 4 on the other side, you will count everyone down.
Yeah.
It's the final, it's NRG. You should have some respect for them. But 100 Thieves is finding that final form literally in the final. It's been such an exhausting tournament for everybody. Everything happens within the time span of less than 2 weeks that we're in Paris here for. And they've been managing to turn all of that pressure into new comps, new approaches to the maps, surprises against every opponent that they have faced. And apparently, NRG is going to be no different.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it for me. I've just been, even from when we first saw them in the group stage, this 100 Thieves team, I felt like something was different this time. They're at that international. Can Asuna finally manage to lift that trophy? And
it's about time, right?
It is about time. That's what I'm saying. I feel like he's coming alive right now. I feel like the whole team is coming alive. But there's one more hurdle left. They need to get one more map over the line. But we know that NRG have it in them to come back. It's just, can they bottle that magic right here, right now?
You saw the referees stepping up on stage as we get the lobby remade and the players ready to go. And 100 Thieves have been so awesome about it, feeling no pressure at all, on their faces, having fun. You heard the comms from them earlier.
Yeah.
You are the greatest player ever in that clutch situation, getting the defuse and pushing them to 12. And those are the types of vibes that you want to see and hear from a team feeling no stress. So the question is, can NRG turn it around and ask some of those questions of this 100 Thieves roster, who just seem to be going through things so smoothly?
Yeah, but it doesn't always feel like it. It doesn't seem like it from the outside, but sometimes being up 2-0 is as dangerous as being down 2-0. It's all about keeping that calm and level mentality. You can't count your chickens before they hatch here. It's also 100 Thieves who have to be able to stay calm.
We need to find that NRG lover guy, the one that's holding the sign, because I need him to tell me how they turn this around.
Please.
How they bounce back.
Get him on the desk.
Yeah, we need to start getting these people on the desk because we are watching and we know and we are aware. We were there for these moments for NRG being the best team in the world.
Yes.
But now it does not look anything like that. In fact, the player that has turned up the most today has been Mitch.
Yeah, Paris is a city of amazing memories for this NRG squad, but now it could all change. It could be an amazing place, but also a deeply haunting place of where they couldn't quite get it done. Can the comeback start right now, Digon?
That is the question. We are moments away from Agent Select. Scuba, Brock, Mata, Ethan, the world champs, with Kiko, who has been so electric throughout this tournament. but the power has been turned off in the first 2 maps as we go into Agent Select here in Haven.
Yeah, and we jump again with this energy, with Ethan being playing on the Neon, exactly what we saw composition-wise in the previous game. As I said yesterday, Mara could not find anything of value with that Phoenix. We expect that to be different. I expect Brock also to turn up on this map.
100 Thieves, they're sticking with that same composition we've seen all tournament long. As I mentioned, a perfect 3-0 record here on the map at EWC. Is Haven the one to send it home?
Yeah, main difference here, right? Being Cryo playing on the Cypher, Kiko playing on the Chamber. But honestly, for Cryo's comfort, for how he's playing, for how he's turning up in this final, let it be on the Cypher. I trust him way more than any Chamber.
History waits to see whose it author will be. 100 Thieves looking to grab the pen and write their name in it. Will they be able to do so here in Haven? 2-0 up against the reigning world champions, whereas NRG, they have been down but not out so many times. Will 100 Thieves put them to the sword? Let's find out as we go to map number 3 and send it on over to Achilleos and Paper Thin.
It's all up to NRG. They have to take this into their own hands, something they have faltered with, failed to do across the opening 2 maps. It's back into one of their picks, but I'm right there with Big Time. It feels like a potential rough one. Going over to Haven, where 100 Thieves have had so much success. Flawless at that in this tournament. It is a bold move, but for NRG, it needs to be the right move. It needs to be the start of a comeback that is so unlikely, so rare to witness, as it would have to be a reverse sweep.
Well, think back to last year. It was Fnatic who opened up with 2 dominant maps against Heretics. And then Heretics were able to complete the reverse sweep. Is this going to be the beginning of that? Kiko under pressure, TP's out.
TP up the safety, Mata able to find Asuna though with that Molly. It's an opening kill. That trademark will expire. Looking for timing through the smoke, but it's going to be Ethan also with a frenzy in hand. Able to find that kill. Spike now planted, but 3v5. No damage suffered as well on the side of NRG as they are storming the site and looking to make this damn near flawless. Bora can only find the one that diffuses in, and NRG are on the board nice and early.
Okay. The exact start that you need here to get the momentum going, to get the blood flowing. Just gonna see. They can hold on. Don't give up the thrifty. Keep things under control. It's exactly what you wanted. That great util dump at the corner of the exit of Sewer. It's so difficult there. Even you lose a player as 100 Thieves.
I hope both teams lose. Well,
not possible.
Let me explain how that works.
Hate to break it to you. No buy up other than the Bandit for Timatino. Aggressive early position. Awareness there from Kiko.
Headshot to be found, but it's going to be Cryo taking down Ethan. So Timatino just going to be low on health. It's a little bit more as well, and eventually Mata will be able to find him there end window, but Cryo with that classic yet again taking down a target. Go dead, Mata storming forward. Quick turn to the side, looking for that 4K, can't make it happen. Bang holds him back, and suddenly it's just Scuba. The judge collected for Bora. Doesn't even use it. This is the classic. Take him down and it's happened again. It's catastrophe.
They're just unreal with the classics. What can you do?
I'm at a loss for words.
I'm shell-shocked. I thought this is round over right there.
Yeah, it felt like Mata had it secured. But bang, I mean, this one here.
Disgusting.
Nice! Jesus.
Wow.
Well, there's plenty of good reasons to lose your voice, and that's one of them.
Go, go.
The bad third one. It's ridiculous. And now it's full classics for NRG, who are gambled on the A site. I don't anticipate that this was where 100 Thieves is thinking about going, but you might lose Timatino, you might lose the Outlaw here. They've got quite the setup on the outside of this. He saw the elbow, does get one.
Not a dead counter swing now, attempted block. Peel back a kill. Timotino just looking to make his exit. Will be able to do so. The chase now coming in though, and it's over top of the molly! And Timotino mows down another 2 players. Just collect what they can. Outlaw and Phantom will be collected, but the spike is being planted on the opposite side of the map, and bang, ready and waiting. The intercepts to find the first, the paranoia to be lobbed in, the swing going to be going through, and he can't get that second shot off in time. Bang. It's a little bit faster, a little bit healthier. And it's another one going over to 100 Thieves.
Yeah, even though you do run into the trap that was set up a little bit, the great thing here for 100 Thieves is they're hedging their bets across the map. It's 3 players, nowhere near the A site, so even if that goes awry, they can quick pivot over, go for the plant. And they're just able to swing through. Bang. Off to a hot start, 4-1 on the Omen. At Odin, still going to be there, but it's going to be countered this time. Vora looking for the counter spam through the wall. If that was going to be Brock's position, but he's actually just trying to take a little bit of long A control. Will, at least for now, establish himself with the drone. Make sure that he's going to clear a lot of this space.
Does not see him.
Still looks
that fast scaling, but Asuna will take a bit of damage to the wall, so
going up.
The Blaze just to try to get that healing going. Make them think that they're going to be going for this lurk down in the sewers. Meanwhile, Timotino able to scale up long. Gets himself so far forward so rapidly. Brock now realizing how much they've given up. Gets the right read, gets the kill.
That's huge, because now they can stay committed to the other side of the map.
Drone to lead the way. Mata right here alongside Scuba. Trying to hold the line, has this run it back and use it relatively safely. That's going to be a molly to start. Asuna nearly dead, just almost burnt alive. Mata taking this space to push forward. Asuna will be able to keep himself in the mix for a little bit longer here.
30 seconds left.
As now, push out to the mid. Vora able to utilize that Odin just for the one, but Kiko holds him back, denies him entry in time. Is starting to bleed dry. 19 seconds remaining. The TP forward, it's a nice little hello, how do you do from Kiko. Finding Bang, Mata dead, however, Cryo able to find Kiko. Spike looking to be retrieved, but Brock.
1 enemy remaining.
Just takes his legs out from beneath them. Dink as well, gonna be there as Asuna will get killed off. 2-2, NRG, they tie it up.
Hey, you're just not really able to sell this fake as 100 Thieves over on the A site, because Brock deals with it so quickly and there's just literally nothing else behind it. Timotino trying to see if he could sneak ahead, but Brock so aware, not letting them get through. It's going to take a little bit more from 100 Thieves. They're trying to open up the playbook early, but NRG has the counters. They have the steady protocols to make sure that they're not giving up much. Still going to have enough for most of a buy. Asuna just on a stinger, but he's 1 away from a run it back. Timotino also, crucially, 1 away from an overdrive. They've left Vora out on an island over at sea, and look at where Ethan has gotten to.
It's an unpleasant surprise for Brock. Tiny bit of damage to be found, but Ethan pushing forward, catching Vora off guard. We'll find that kill. Now the spot out. He's looking for a little bit more, trying to flush Bang out of sewer. Cannot do so. Meanwhile, Asuna going to be taken down. Taken down over on the site. Overdrive going to be popped, and Ethan cannot get away. Bang able to collect that kill. Cryo now. Pushing aggressively forward, trying to find a timing with Kiko. Still lingering within that smoke. Ends up falling to the wayside, and so far so good for NRG. You know, now they have to try to clutch it out, and they just give him too many targets. The fuse is in, and NRG take the lead by 1.
They're a little bit sharper right now. 100 Thieves looks a little bit shaky to me. This is what I'm kind of worried about, is all that adrenaline from those first 2 maps. When it starts to crash, things like your aim, okay, sure, why not? It's one of those rounds, maybe you could chalk it up to some lucky spams and things like that, but NRG look a little bit more dialed in. So you're gonna have to settle as 100 Thieves. You want this attacker side to be explosive, but now you're on a real eco. Bang with just a Bucky there. my God. A lot of players dinged up on that.
Yeah, Cryo to 47. Relay Bolt just pre-forcing this position. And Cimatino more than happy to just sprint his way out. Molly's going to be chucked in here. Bang, he would have been safe in this position now, realizing that. Can go back in. Plays well, however. Further interrupts it, further takes him lower. Cimatino dead. Clear that recon, curveball. Attempted to be turned away from an NRG. Will still be able to find some kills in the back end of that one, and now they just re-flood back through. And Bang, fortunately for him, just giving his opponents a bit too much credit, suspecting that Molly was going to land at his feet. Could have at least had the spike planted and gotten a little bit of additional money.
You're exactly right. It was a little bit panicky, and again, it feels like 100 Thieves is starting to press, where on the first couple of maps, they just kind of were smooth. They were playing really well coordinated. And here, I'm not saying the coordination's bad, but some of their shots are getting pretty whiffy. Some of their decisions are getting a little bit panicky. And that's an opening you cannot give to NRG. This team has been through the ringer so many times. They've been in so many do-or-die situations throughout their last couple of years. You just can't give them hope. You can't give them opportunities. You're going to have to lock in, and that's not easy to do. 100 Thieves, again, a couple young players. Never been quite to this level. It's their first shot at it. What a start they've had, but that NRG team is never going to let go, is never going to give up. So we're gonna have to reel it in a little bit here. Hopefully NBS had a good speech. Keep the boys a little bit calm. This bye very critical for them on this half.
That's the first time that he's had to do it, so it shouldn't, in theory, be too difficult. Tour de Force going to be waiting for them on the other side. 3 ultimates to try to utilize for themselves, and Brock shifting over. It's going to be the ult immediately cleared. No real chance at a reply, and Recon also getting that triple ping. It's Hunter's Fury going to be sent from Vora, but doesn't find anything at all. Push forward into this smoke, and Mana catches 2. Bang, not checking towards Plat. It is a meat grinder in the hands of NRG. They tear apart 100 Thieves.
Again, you're seeing mistakes here. Bang looks a little rattled. Needs to be checking every angle on that TP before he commits to it. Little things like that. You're looking the wrong way. You're trying to check the left side corner. And Asuna's just a little bit too far behind. Gives Mata the opportunity. Coordination starting to falter. And NRG is sharp and on top of it.
That's all 3. Ultimate's gone. And just the Tour de Force invested. Meanwhile, Brock 2 charges from having that Hunter's Fury online. Damn near a stack deck, given that you do have Kiko with his Outlaw. He'll have money for an Operator.
Nice drag.
Nathan just playing off of information from that drone. Timotino destroyed as Ethan finds another, looks for the third, it gets it. Well, just Cryo and Vora making their way towards B. And C connector side, watched by Mata.
One enemy remaining.
He'll get one, Kiko gets the other. Flawless round, NRG starting to look alive, starting to look like themselves.
Yes, this is the team that, you know, we've all come to know and expect. It almost feels like sometimes the more pressure that's on them, the better they get.
That works.
They're like carbon. The harder you press, the more they become a diamond. Now you've got Timotino with an op. No op invested here for NRG, though. So maybe an opportunity for 100 Thieves to catch them on a little bit of a surprise. Maybe get that early man advantage.
Push out to the mid, rewarded again. 100 Thieves just not finding the ability to fight back. Mana goes out with that running back. Finds another kill before Cryo can shut it down. Still 5 players strong.
I got Spike.
Spike to be recollected, but given this Operator in hand, I don't think you can really try to play this. Latino to see if Scuba will give him a glimpse there at window. But there's no reason for him to do so.
Mata still has a curveball there, so that's a really dangerous spot to be in.
Just sat forward, and they're going to have to creep back into the spawn, and NRG should have a pretty good idea of where these players can and will tuck away.
They absolutely should be hunting once the time starts to tick down. They have nothing but cash. There's zero reason in my mind that you don't at least go for this. Once we get down to maybe that 25-second mark, start exploring the map a little bit.
30 seconds left.
Well, they're just checking over towards A. I mean, they did leave that wide open, so there is a world where they went over there. But yeah, here we go. Now they're starting to make their moves.
Watch out, gotta go.
Aroya sent tripwire here. Gives some level of alert. Cryo, first one at risk. Push ready to come through out of window, and Cryo, it's just so damn whiffy, and then Kiko gets on the flank. A flawless from NRG in every regard. None fallen, all weapons taken away. Perhaps that's why Kiko didn't buy an operator, knew he was just going to be able to pick one up, pluck it off the corpse of 100 Thieves.
Very well could be. They read this mid push so well. It's NRG's turn to look like they've been doing their homework.
I think we just go A to A, and honestly, like every.
Well,
getting a little bit of a sneak preview there.
Full stinger purchase. Zone cleared. Kiko just refills that space.
Spike down.
Drone never spotted him. Ethan just plays him in with the outlaw. And this stinger buy, not looking like it's going to bear much fruit here. Clear the trademark. Just follow that tracer from the classic. Knows that Asana's going to be tucked into the cubby. And I mean, if you're 100 Thieves, what more are you left to do other than just try to displace Ethan? It's just not going to work. Scooping out in from behind, could just TP past that tripwire, but it'll just be Mata taking the fight right to his doorstep. Back-to-back flawlesses. NRG up 8-2.
It's crazy how one-sided these maps have been. And on the defender side here of Avon, a team that I've always really been impressed with some of their defender side ideas on this map at times. But then with what we saw against BBL, I had deep concerns. But here, just got the good reads, the right plays. But I think 100 Thieves not respecting Kiko's positioning there, not throwing a curveball or something out to maybe keep him a little bit off balance, cost them. I think they're going to try A again, and look at this. NRG's ready.
Hey, Ethan just going for the crunch play. TP forward, bang, immediately take it down, push up into the lobby, and it is just destruction at the hands of NRG yet again. They have finally arrived. And they are giving 100 Thieves no room to play, no room to breathe. Smothering them out of this map.
What else is there to say? It's unbelievably one-sided. I mean, it's just been kind of the story of this match so far. NRG, again, just going for this aggressive player, 100 Thieves, and too bad Ethan's already scaled forward. I will say this is probably the map where I think his Neon looks the best from what we've seen at EWC. And he knows the risks he can take. He knows the tendencies of 100 Thieves. And he's been punishing them time and time again, and I guess we're just going to try this again.
TP up into a ball, it's just the up and over. And Brock's got the Yoden, because of course he does! Nothing they try goes their way!
Switching sides.
Only 2 rounds found! One of those is the eco, and nothing more. 10-2, NRG making a statement as they look to send us to a 4th map.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Ascent. I'm just so amazed, but 100 Thieves just banging their head against the wall. And it's Brock and the Odin laying down the law. What else needs to be said? Dominance. Absolute dominance from NRG.
Just an insane performance to be able to rebound in this fashion on a map that's been so good for 100 Thieves this entire EWC long. They've picked up, coming into this, 13 rounds collectively across Breeze and Sunset. 1 map's worth of rounds. And now they build up this monstrous streak as they look to absolutely annihilate 100 Thieves on Haven. Just absolutely insane. We'll see you guys on the other side of this halftime as we toss it over.
This crowd is absolutely electric. What do we think? Can we go into map 4?
Est-ce que, mesdames et messieurs, est-ce que NRG peuvent revenir dans ce match? Faites du bruit ceux qui croient en eux! Looks like NRG could come back. What do you think?
I think so, but we need to do a bit of a real temperature check here. How's about I take 100 Thieves and you take NRG?
Of course. You go first.
Okay. Who is here for 100 Thieves?
Ok. Les gars, go le choquer, s'il vous plaît. Qui est là pour NRG?
One more time. How about 100 Thieves?
Et enfin, mesdames, messieurs, NRG!
Becoming more and more of a mixed bag here with the crowd, NRG. The way that they've been playing this Haven so far. Looking to win them back over. As it's just one big streak of green there for them. 9 rounds in a row. Let's see if they can make it 10.
Well, decent start there. Get a pretty good connection on the shock dart on the Brock. It is a must win for 100 Thieves. It goes without saying that this pistol should be kind of the only lifeline that 100 Thieves is going to be able to throw out there for themselves. Keep afloat. Just try to keep Ascent a little bit at arm's reach if possible. They're giving them quite a bit of space, and Kiko does it again.
Breaking open C. Meanwhile, the whole rest of the team getting closer through garage. Now going to be spotted out as Asana trying to set up for that molly. Holding him at bay here for the moment. Curveball around the back. Blind's going to be found, but Brock swings it. 2 taps, 2 kills.
Last player standing.
It's now all down to Timotino.
Go.
A couple clean ones, but there's just no way to break that stack. 10 rounds in a row over the top, 11 overall now. NRG looking to very quickly push this into a 4th map.
And you should be expecting some kind of buy up here as NRG. Oh, what a ping reveal. I mean, the combination, the curveball, the recon, then the double.
Last player standing.
Beautiful work from Brock. Timotino, just not much left to do there. 3-man stack staring you down. The most anyone has in the kill department 100 of these is 6 across 14 rounds. This has been unbelievably one-sided, so it is going to be the stinger buy for 100 Thieves. Already the Odin for Brock in round 2. That is wild. But when you're up this far, you can go ahead and take those gambles. You can take those risks.
Cryo's been cooled off. 4 and 13 on this Cypher. A lot asked of him, as well as more to try to hold the line, buy some time for the rest of the team to try to arrive. But Amada's going to be able to fight through with the Stinger before they can get anything back. It's just Ethan dead, but now a couple more kills to be found with the slide in. And Kiko has got Asuna in his sights. 12-2, 1 more. And NRG will give us at least 1 more map in this grand final.
It's just a thing of beauty. The way that they play off of each other here on Haven, the crossfires that they're able to get going. I mean, look at this. 3 players bursting out together. You know, yes, a little bit of a punchback. The angles they're able to create around the site itself.
Yes!
Make it so difficult. And no even timeout here. Just kind of accepting their fate, or 100 Thieves, it feels like. You have a Guardian in the mix. Timotino got lit up somewhere along the way, but he's only got a Bandit, so he's just basically a human drone at this point. Trying to run in there, see what he can do.
I mean, it's just been a fall off from everybody across the board. This Phoenix has been such a big comfort for Asuna so far. Not really to be the case here on Haven. Cryo push forward into the fast lane, does manage to shut down Ethan. Can be a weapon recovered eventually. Meanwhile,
I don't know.
Timotino here in window. Asuna, quick check out.
Going up.
Drone to be called in. Plays wall sent. Do they check this position? Yes, they do. Know exactly where he's at. He tries to escape, tucking down below the stairs, but Mono will be able to find it. Brock cleans up Asuna. And Bang will just be found. He's got a million bullets and he's got a solid idea of where you're at. You just don't stand a chance.
30 seconds left.
Cryo split away from Vora, just a stinger. And they're not taking any chances. Run it back to lead the way. Cryo to try to cheat forward, and hello NRG! They are all ready and waiting. The red carpet rolled out for him. Plan to be interrupted. Vora to find one. There's 4 bullets remaining, and it's Keiko on the draw. Absolute dominance on display. NRG quickly send us to a 4th map.
Well, if you had any questions about that Haven, they just answered them in spades. That was a royal flush for them. They just come through and are unbeatable. There was no way anybody was taking them down on that map today. Just, I mean, you think after the Thrifty, the eco win for 100 Thieves, you're like, oh, okay, I guess this is just going to be a fast 3-0, but nope. NRG just completely ran it back the other way.
Just destroyed. 100 Thieves still with an opportunity to potentially close this out. A 3-1, very possible. But you have to imagine what that pressure is going to be like if NRG come back and they tie up the score as they look to pull off a reverse sweep. It's a position that 100 Thieves has not been in. So we will see how they cope with it, whether they can rebound. But for now, let's send things over to Degon.
Thank you very much, Achilleos and Paper Thin. And it was 11 dominant rounds in a row by the reigning world champions. NRG show up and put on a shellacking against 100 Thieves. It's 13-2, and the series is back on.
I mean, look, they're down 2-0. We say, NRG, where are you? You need a hero. Now's the time. We're all tournament, we've been saying, look, every time it gets hard, that's when they step up the most. They did exactly that. They pushed the game to a map 4. They showed why they could lift a trophy in Paris last year. That tenacity hasn't disappeared. We're still alive. We still have a series.
Yep. You know what's crazy is NRG loves these lower bracket reverse sweep runs. They seem to do it so often, and so now we're in this situation where they've just absolutely slammed that round 3, that map 3. Going into the next map, they have the momentum, and this is what they feed off of to get a lot of those wins.
Especially after losing yet again. They win the pistol.
Yep.
They lose round 2 yet again. This keeps happening here at the end. Why does this keep happening? But
did you wait too long? Tell him that you love him, but he's already gone, darling. Did you make 2 wrongs? Know that daddy never made a right before, darling. You were never made to be the judge, darling. He never changed his way for me to budge, darling. It's feeling like a cold dark winter, the sun still behind the trees, yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave, yeah. It's feeling like a cold dark winter and the sun still behind the trees, yeah. She asked me if I had another minute and I ain't had the heart to leave.
Energy ganan la ronda de pistolas. ¿Y si tuvimos una ronda económica? ¿O estoy ya un poco confundida? Pero bueno, al menos Energy con las 2 rondas de pistolas, sacando la Odin de Brock al inicio de la ronda, y varias condiciones de victoria que veníamos mencionando que nos faltaban de este equipo, aparecieron. Idan estaba mucho mejor, o sea, la vara ya estaba baja. Idan aparece, Brock también con la Odin tiene esa carta para utilizarla, y Keiko estuvo muy bien con las primeras sangres en todo ese mapa de Haven, controlando con ese Chamber. Están comfort, el problema es si lo van a poder trasladar a ese Ascent.
Veremos si son capaces de trasladarlo. Veremos si se mantiene la llama viva. Nosotros, sin lugar a dudas, vamos a hacer un alto en el camino y vamos a poner las miras ya en ese mapa de Ascent. 4º mapa de la serie, no será un camino sencillo, pero si quiere la remontada, Energy ya ha dado el primer paso. Hacemos una breve pausa y regresamos.
Did you wait too long? Tell him that you love him, but he's already gone, darling. Did you make 2 wrongs? Know that daddy never made a right before.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by Play.
...2-1 en el general, se impone 100 Thieves, inició contundente, pero el Haven ha sido una respuesta para nada sutil, un Energy que quiere la remontada, ¿podrá lograrlo? Es el momento de romper con el map point, es mapa elección de 100 Thieves, nos trasladamos al Ascent a ver qué tienen preparado estos dos conjuntos, Michu.
Va a ser una tarea difícil de deducir qué equipo va a salir victorioso aquí. Energy con este cambio de composición que ha tenido que salir a las justas adelante con 2 victorias, pero muy a las justas. Y por el lado de 100 Thieves, al menos sí tienen resultados, pero también muy poca demostración. De todas formas, es un mapa trabajadísimo en la región de Américas. Leviatán tiene quizás el mejor Ascent del mundo, así que obviamente han estado expuestos a eso también y hay práctica. El problema y las dudas están alrededor de ¿será que Idan puede seguir ampliando este playstyle con la Neon? ¿Será que 100 Thieves es capaz de recuperarse de ese mapa de Haven y controlar la ansiedad que está teniendo al estar tan cerca del trofeo? ¿Será que estas piezas que necesita Energy como Brack o como Mada van a seguir apareciendo? Vamos a descubrirlo porque nos vamos a un mapa que podría terminar la serie.
Y la gran pregunta es la composición, porque somos conscientes de que lo que les ha funcionado a este Ascent recientemente es la compo de Leviatán. Ellos han encontrado el confort en esta zona, pero somos también conscientes de que, igual que este mapa de Haven ha ido excelente, es uno de cada 3 mapas. El resto a veces no les termina de funcionar y precisamente han fallado el Sunset, han acertado el Haven. ¿Quiere decir esto decir que la estadística, 1/3, es que ahora en el Ascent este Ethan no va a estar brillando? ¿Que sus duelistas van a estar anulados como pasó con BBL? No lo sé, pero tendremos que verlo. Es a lo que tienen que venir preparado. O si cambian la composición, no lo creo, porque si la han mantenido en Sunset y en el Haven, todo me hace creer que en el Haven, sobre todo, la van a querer mantener. Pero aquí también hay estudio y preparación. Y precisamente en BS, si hay algo en lo que destaca es en estudiar y preparar los mapas del rival. El Haven quizá no lo ha terminado de encontrar ni ha buscado bien. Pero en este Ascent, creo que es muy legible Energy.
Sí. Lo que yo creo que pasa con Energy y con Idan específicamente en la Neon es que el mapa que mejor le va es el Haven, porque en este mapa estás obligado a hacer retakes y Idan le encanta hacer retakes, le encanta coordinar eso, es muy intuitivo sobre cómo tienes que jugar la Neon. El problema con estos otros mapas como Sunset o incluso mucho más notorio Ascent, no puedes hacer retake todo el tiempo. Tienes que trabajar en mid-round, tienes que dominar baranda, tienes que trabajar las zonas de principal. Y no sé si Energy vaya a estar preparado para eso del todo. No siento unida en que tenga esa decisión de tomar la iniciativa de oye, tengo que pushar baranda y por mi cuenta o tenemos que trabajar árbol con mi compañero. Siento que no es tan fácil ese mid-round, sobre todo para este equipo. Y me estoy enfocando en la defensa. En el ataque habrán otros problemas, pero sí pienso que, bueno, la defensa brilló en el mapa de Haven. Fueron un montón de rondas en ese lado, fueron 10 rondas en ese lado y es lo que más pienso que podría que funcionar en el mapa de Haven, pero que no va a funcionar en el mapa de Ascent.
Los jugadores ya se están incorporando, han regresado al stage, han tenido su pequeño momento de descanso. No olvidemos de que precisamente después de los 3 primeros mapas, por normativa, siempre la pausa es ligeramente más larga para permitir a los jugadores tener un mayor tiempo de descanso, de poder ir al baño, de tomar el aire si fuese necesario, para que de esta forma puedan mostrar su mayor rendimiento. Transicionamos al cuarto mapa todo preparado para ello. Y es el momento de ver y aterrizar en este stage por el conjunto de Energy queriendo ser el protagonista de la remontada. Vamos a ver qué tiene preparado. Oye, increíble el cosplay de Reina, ¿eh? Lo ha abordado.
No hemos visto muchos cosplays, ahora que lo pienso tampoco. No han habido muchos, pero el de Reina estaba muy lindo, muy bien trabajado. Y bueno, no vamos a tener Reina, así que va a tener que esperar un poco. Reina ya no se usan las composiciones. Buah, ¿hace cuánto no vemos Reina, de hecho, en las compos? Hace 2 años, 2024 quizás. Pero...
Bueno, el año pasado asomó alguna Reina, ¿no? Yo quiero recordar, al menos en EMEA recuerdo alguna Reina tímida. Tampoco mucho, pero era alguna Reina puntual en algún mapa dado. Tampoco fue algo demasiado... Es sorprendente, porque literalmente la función que cumple la Reina, obviamente es... El problema es que su kit está mucho más limitado, no te aprovecha tanto como el Yoru o como el Fénix. Pero su función es muy similar.
Sí, ahora que lo pienso, sí lo vimos el año pasado. Incluso en algún internacional.
En Bind, 100%. Paper Rex.
Sí.
Paper Rex la jugaba.
Sí, 100%. Bueno, tenemos la selección de agentes por parte de Energy. No vamos a tener cambios. Ida va a mantener la Neon por lo que parece ser. Y por el lado de 100 Thieves, tampoco mucho. Vamos a tener la Jet, el Phoenix. Ok, sí, no hay cambios. Las mismas composiciones entonces. 100 Thieves, digo, tiene a Timotino con la Jet. Este Timotino va a estar mucho más presente con la Operator, algo que no estuvo tanto en los anteriores mapas, así que va a ser interesante ver cómo hace una toma un poco más la responsabilidad ahí en la defensa para poder hacer este trabajo de main y de dominios y redominios que funcione. En contra de un Energy va a ser una tarea difícil, pero de todas formas Energy empieza en la defensa, un mapa y un lado que les encanta. Y, bueno, estabas leyendo el letrero, ¿no? O sea,
sí.
Lo de...
Brauk, deja de apuntar con los pies.
O sea, Brock,
no me lo esperaba.
No sé siquiera se apunta, es como que controla el recoil. Yo creo que apunta con prediciendo el recoil de la Odin, pero...
Sí.
Y con la Sheriff es una bestia igual, o sea, no sé si estoy tan de acuerdo
es un buen aimer,
con el letrero, pero
no estoy de acuerdo con el letrero, pero
No,
me ha hecho gracia. O sea, me ha parecido gracioso. Mira, hablabas de cosplays. Mira, una Raze, Viper,
ahí están.
la misma Reina y Killjoy. Muy logrados. Vamos a ver porque parece ya está todo preparado. Amigos, cuarto escenario de esta gran final. Nos trasladamos a la Bella Italia. Nos vamos a este Aston. Vamos a ver qué nos tienen preparado. A Michu y a mí nos han preparado una mesita con el oso tácticoso, con el pingüino Ben, y nos han preparado una buena pizza para que estemos disfrutando de esta Bella Italia y de este mapa de Aston. Cuidado que está muy caliente, no te quemes. Vamos a arrancar ya con esta ronda de pistolas. Está todo preparado, Michu.
Todo listo. Deja el smoke, escuba en la zona de principal. Arranca muy agresivo 100 Thieves, ya mostrándose en los primeros segundos, pero va a empezar a rotar. Y Energy llama la atención de que no están tomando segundos a su suerte. Van a dominar todo medio otra vez. Y Timotino saca la doble, pero también hay respuesta igualitaria de parte de Energy en la defensa. 3 para 3. Y nos devolvemos para el sitio de A.
Mucha calma en este 3 para 3 y fíjate, Energy quiere buscar la información, le juegan al contacto, se le aperturaba Bora, la lectura es buena, que retroceder y en este intercambio fortuito se queda más o menos en una situación igual, quizá un poco más favorable para el conjunto de 100 Thieves que ha dejado tanto a Scuba como a Broca 70 de vida, eso sí, Bora se quedaba a 49, rotación inmediata, parece que 100 Thieves ha tomado la decisión, va hacia el side de B, aquí se encuentra solo Kiko, o mejor dicho, aquí se encuentra Kiko.
30 seconds left.
Es una bestia. Y tiene la cazadora de cabezas con 4 balas. No está el TP, así que se la juega por completo en este ángulo. Va a tener que retroceder para la zona de backside. Aguanta, pone el TP, lo tiene que utilizar. 2 balas nada más y quedan 13 segundos. Puede hacer tiempo interesante, pero el intercambio al final se da. Hay que hacer un poco de refuerzo para que se plante esa Spike. Asuna le llega la paranoia. De hecho, los dos jugadores Cryo Otra vez en la seguridad de la zona de backside. El smoke es por parte de Scuba para evitar esta apertura, pero ya está en manos de Energy. Dejan el 2 en contra de 1, pero queda Cryo. Y este tipo cuántas veces sacó los clutches, especialmente en el Sunset. Le viene uno por la derecha y uno por la izquierda. No tiene información, están cubriendo mucho espacio. Y Scuba va a sorprender, va a dejar su tercera baja. Es como si Scuba fuera el counter de Cryo. Era el único que estaba apareciendo en ese mapa de Sunset, pero al menos en esta ocasión vuelve a aparecer para Energy.
Sin lugar a dudas, Cryo protagonista en el día de hoy, pero no podía sacar esta ronda. Era un 1 para 2 que debería resultar prácticamente imposible. Ya se quedan muy debilitados en el intercambio con Kiko, que se tomaba ahí ciertas licencias. Yo cuando he visto 4 balas en la recámara he pensado, siendo Kiko le sobra una. Pero sí que es cierto que quizá no está teniendo el mejor de sus enfrentamientos. O sea, Kiko bien, en general, pero no es que esté jugando mal, pero comparado con el resto del torneo, donde sin lugar a dudas estaba siendo el máximo carry del equipo, hoy se le ve tranquilito.
Hasta es extraño. Hay una pausa técnica, mejor dicho. Es la primera pausa técnica que tenemos del día, así que no se asusten, debería terminar rápido. Y no tardan mucho. Quiero que me apunten a los equipos para ver quién es el culpable. Mientras nos dan un poco de insight del público. Hay un montón de gente el día de hoy en la gran final. No hay referees. Es una pausa táctica.
Están hablando. Yo también pensaba que iba a ser una técnica, porque no me terminaba de cuadrar, pero viendo que estaba hablando, imagino que era un timeout y estaba dando instrucciones. Pues el primer no, era técnica, porque no han gastado ningún timeout. Sea lo que sea, ha sido un pequeño detalle. Pues no te voy a engañar, viendo que no hemos tenido ninguna técnica en todo el día y viendo que caía aquí, te juro que pensaba que algún jugador había mojado la alfombrilla.
Siempre pasa lo del agua con la alfombrilla. Pero bueno, no pasó. Igual era una pausa de los 5 segundos, entonces me parecía extraño. Creo que no se puede poner a ese timing. Pero como veíamos en el partido, Energy arranca con la ronda de pistolas. Fuerza la economía para esta ronda. Timotino avanza por medio, buscando una primera eliminación y salvar el 4 para 4, ponerlo en paridad, pero no se puede. Mada deja las cosas aún más enterrando a 100 Thieves en esta ronda. No hay muchas chances, pero lo van a intentar. Se comen la marca registrada. Keiko hace la apertura, saca la primera, la segunda también, y le queda el tercero. Es Van que le quería correr, pero no se puede. No se evita la ronda impecable de Energy.
Pues ahí está, va a subir la ronda al marcador y vemos ya directamente cómo se acomodan. Era lo esperado, ¿no? Al final la segunda ronda debía ser un caramelito sin complicaciones. 2-0 y necesario inicio por parte de un Energy que no olvidemos. Ha iniciado ya su camino a la gloria. Lo que pasa es que la gloria le permite 0 errores. Si cae en una ocasión, se despide de la competición. Energy tiene que firmar 3 mapas de forma consecutiva. Haven ha sido el primero, Ascen tratarán de hacer que sea el segundo. Al menos han iniciado desde la defensa, lo que debería de acentuar y facilitar esa labor.
Eso. Qué ronda más importante para 100 Thieves. Tienen que actuar con mucha precisión y no cometer errores, no darle esta ronda de bonus a Energy. Y lo que está haciendo la defensa parece ser sólido. Parecen estar preparando incluso un pusheo desde medio. Pueden ir por las espaldas, intentar correr con Ethan. Pero Asuna tiene la definitiva. También la va a utilizar para hacer esta limpieza en el sitio de B. Y Energy lo sabe. Por eso es que deja todo el sitio de B completamente abierto. Drone Búho no ve nada. Viene el recon por parte de Brock. Espera 100 Thieves. No está seguro de hacer la ejecución, pero al final sí viene la entrada de Timotino y al mismo tiempo la de Asuna. Pero Mada consigue a los dos. No podría ser más terrible. Mada termina cayendo en manos de Bang. Es un 4 para 4.
La parte positiva es que se ha llevado las cenizas por delante. Y esto al menos les deja en un 4 para 4 con Ethan a 4 puntos de vida. Retroceden, pero ¡oh! Kiko para Asuna, Brock para Bang. Y ahora sí que sí, ahora sí es una ventaja real. Ahora es un 4 para 2. Puede ser el método PAP, el método de la remontada, el método de la gloria. ¡Método PAP! ¡Sí lo han oído bien! ¡B de pistolas! ¡Adam Tieco! ¡B de bonus! ¡PAP!
Primera ronda de bonus en toda la serie. Ya la estábamos extrañando. ¿Cuántas veces nos mostraron en toda la Esports World Cup que nos meten la ronda de bonus para no hacerlo en la gran final? Obvio que sí. Y esta vez con un Energy que me parece hasta extraño cómo sacaron la ronda tan fácil. Y Mada sacando esa doble en contra de los dos duelistas, mirando hacia dónde, hacia Narnia. Tenían un smoke, tenían la definitiva de Asuna y aún así cayeron como peso pesado. No hubo chances. Y una rotación desesperada de 100 Thieves. No funcionan las cosas. 3-0. Ronda económica para 100 Thieves en la número 4. Y medio sigue siendo un lugar en donde Energy no se quiere rendir. Pero 100 Thieves también está poniendo oposición. El tema del armamento nomás es el más complicado. Dejando a Ethan muy tocado también. Cuidado, Mada. Prepara la flash. Son 4 jugadores que hacen la apertura y sale excelentemente bien. Dejando un 3 en contra de 5.
Con las ventajas que estamos viendo ya directamente cómo se está preparando para ello. Es un 5 para 2. Con ventaja numérica y armamentística. Solo van con vida. Y visto para sentencia. La PAP que se transforma en una pava. Ser anti-eco sencilla para Energy. 4-0 demoledor inicial. Otro paso al frente en el camino hacia la remontada.
Esto era lo que más le costaba a Energy en los otros mapas, a excepción del Haven. Era el mid-round. Era intentar aprovechar la pieza de Ethan. Era ver cómo puede jugar tanto Ethan y Mada en conjunto. Porque tienen que sí o sí trabajar tanto el Phoenix como la Neon en la defensa para no perder tanto control del espacio. Y eso es algo que estaba faltando todos los demás mapas. Pero ahora por fin están todo el rato demasiado proactivos, no dejándoles chances a 100 Thieves de poder poner su propio estilo de juego. Y 4-0. Y aparece el operator de Timotino también.
Vamos con esta quinta ronda de juego. Y vemos ya cómo se están preparando para ello, ¿no? Pues Timotino, quien va a quitarse encima rápido el dron. Eso sí, tagueado ha quedado igual. Kerayo tiene el ángulo de sorpresa. Tienta la suerte Brock. Un shock dart. Buscando penalizar y Mada aprovecha el espacio donde no podía haber trade. Firma la vaca y se manda. Rápido como dron con pistola. Avanza en busca de información y viendo si puede restar algún rival más. El molly es buenísimo. Sale rápido disparando. No pudo hacer nada más. Eso sí, le dejó a Timotino a 43 puntos de vida y el 5 para 4 servido.
No hay recuperación para Timotino. Buena forma de arrancar estas rondas de parte de Energy. Nunca se quedan sin espacio de algo. Ahora tienen B-main tomado. Está muy cerca Brock en caso de que le quieran correr a Mada. Bueno, va a estar la sorpresa de la Odin, pero Mada conecta a otra eliminación más, dejando el 3 en contra de 5. Van a querer correrle a Mada, que ya no tiene más utilidad para poder defenderse. Pero gastaron tanta utilidad, ya no tienen la paranoia. ¿Cómo van a hacer la entrada? Un smoke en la zona de ST para cubrir a Brock, que se mete en la zona de backside. Scuba va a pushear también. Encuentra a Asuna, encuentran a Bank y no hay segundos para poder jugar la ronda. También encuentran a Bora. Es Brock con la Odin nuevamente. Tiene mala pinta para 100 Thieves, pero Energy ha forzado la primera pausa táctica para 100 Thieves al parecer.
Pues ahí está. Vamos a ir ya directamente con esta siguiente ronda. El dominio es absoluto. Es más, no creo ni que vayamos con la ronda. Creo que deberíamos ir con un timeout por parte del conjunto de 100 Thieves. Siendo honesto, tienen que frenar esta sangría. Y fíjate, Bonkar, que ha pasado de ser Angry Bird a directamente Happy Bird. Porque vamos, está contento, bailando, sonriendo, partiéndose el culo mientras ve a su equipo ganar. El éxito ha llegado y el timeout lo hace ahora. MBS, junto con Dumbros, tienen que encontrar soluciones y recuperar los ánimos de un equipo que todo lo que se levantaron y gritaron los ha dejado, parece, drained, sin energía.
Es muy difícil poder leer estos avances agresivos de Energy en la defensa. Y si quieres comprometerte con un sector, ten por seguro que Energy va a ganar la otra punta, va a ir por las espaldas. Y ok, creo que 100 Thieves tiene esta lectura. Energy está haciendo agro, está pusheando y por eso ponen a Timotino con la operator, pero quedó completamente anulado. Mada se hace con 2 bajas al principio de la ronda sin trade. Y bueno, si se sale con la suya de esa forma está imposible ganar estas rondas. Vamos a ver si pueden llegar a solucionar esto los de 100 Thieves. porque estaban a nada de poder cerrar la serie, pero cada vez ese camino se hace mucho más largo. Operator en manos de Keiko, Brock sigue con la Odin, como no, y en la defensa no dejan de presionar.
Cada vez parecen alejarse un poquito más de su meta. El baracanazo lo va a poner rápidamente Kiko. Se lleva por delante a Timotino. En esta ronda, que es un puro trámite, Micho, tiene una ventaja absurda. Ahora mismo es una eco sin chance para 100 Thieves. Debe llevar el 6-0. Y yo, ahora que ya ha pasado el tiempo suficiente, lo comentábamos. O sea, creo que nuestra conclusión, nuestras mentes a veces parecen una mente colmena, Micho, porque pensábamos igual. El 2-0 lo veíamos. Pero el 2-1 era una realidad, era muy difícil no pensar que el Haven lo mandase a ganar Energy. Pero ¿tú creías que veríamos a este Energy dominando después de los 2 primeros mapas?
No, para nada. Y por lo que nos había mostrado en el mapa de Ascent, tenía mala pinta para Energy, pero es que cambiaron el planteamiento, trabajaron este mapa de Ascent y se nota tanto que estuvieron hablando horas de cómo hacer mejor esta defensa y que funcione, porque ¿qué rayos? Están pusheando en CT todo el rato. No lo hacían anteriormente y bueno, escudo a 7-0, eso también es algo a tener en cuenta. 5 jugadores pusheando en la defensa. ¿Qué locura es esta?
Es una absoluta barbaridad, no nos engañemos. Vemos ya cómo se están preparando de nuevo. Nueva ronda, nuevas disciplinas que tienen que mostrarnos. Vemos ya preparado a Kiko, jugando agresivo. En este ángulo de Ardis, Esmada finalmente en la agresiva. ¿Quién se lleva a Asuna? Los están dominando y encima ahora se están atreviendo. Energy, si te fijas, después del último timeout, ha querido jugar esta primera full buy contra full buy más agresivo de la cuenta. ¿Es un riesgo? Sí. Pero si ganas la ronda, los dejas mentalmente fuera, Michu.
Y si es que no lo están ya, luego del Heaven 13-2... En verdad es que pensábamos que iba a haber algún reset de 100 Thieves. Pero sí, ganan esta ronda, están completamente fuera. No va a haber economía. Dios santo, y se quedan sin la definitiva de Asuna además para poder pelear este post plant. Buena baja de Bank. Ojo, porque algo está trabajando aquí. Va a ser difícil la tarea de hacer una retoma con Keiko y una Operator, pero pueden esperar el smoke por parte de Bank. Romper esa puerta no lo va a hacer Energy porque van a hacer toda la retoma por la zona de cielo. El reveal es muy bueno, tiene la furia del cazador. Bora, ¿la utiliza o no la utiliza? Está muy mal posicionado para poder amplificarla. Se viene el slide por parte de Ethan. ¡Ay, cómo wifeó las balas! ¡Qué gran error que fue esa retoma! Se cayó a los pedazos, había mucha expectativa, pero 100 Thieves mantuvo la calma hasta el final.
Y con esa calma ha conseguido sacar adelante su primera ronda. Vamos a ver si es la primera de muchas. Seamos realistas. Hay que ser honestos. Ahora mismo, 100 Thieves tiene una tarea difícil. Y es que te encuentras en el Ascent y pese a que sea tu elección, tienes que adaptarte un poco a las necesidades. Es una composición con la que ya habías sufrido previamente y que sabes que es difícil de jugar en contra. Pero la parte positiva es que estás atacando. Y que desde el ataque, con 4 rondas podría ser suficiente. Si metes 5, no es un mal resultado. El mapa, aunque cada día está más equilibrado, sigue siendo un mapa defensivo. Así que cuidado porque con que 100 Thieves consiga encontrar soluciones de última hora, 4 ronditas podría ser premio suficiente.
Aún falta un poco de camino, pero veremos si son capaces de hacerlo. Poco a poco, poco a poco. Cryo Ciberjaula luego conseguir la primera baja en contra de Brock. Se comió el baiteo de la cámara. Keiko deja anulada la definitiva de Asuna. Ethan se manda para atrás y se esconde en el smoke. 100 Thieves presionando tanto a main como medio y también baranda. Hay un poco de confusión por parte de Energy, pero tienen que comprometerse con algo. Keiko estaba dentro del smoke y se come la shorty. La cortita de Bank va a ser Mada, dejando el 3 en contra de 4. Y la entrada de 100 Thieves por fin se pudieron hacer el espacio y ya plantaron la spike.
Y ahora ya directos a este 4-3. La segunda ronda sería un buen paso al frente para intentar sacar este mapa adelante. Es su elección. Tienen que adaptarse. Parece que el timeout podría haber tenido efecto. Timothy no acaba con Ethan. 4-2. La furia del cazador ahora mismo sería inviable. Está demasiado cerca Bodra. Solo queda Scuba. Se retira a guardar equipamiento. Amigos, segunda ronda para 100 Thieves. Al inicio de la ronda lo estábamos comentando. ¡Wow! Aquí abuchean. En Santiago te chiflan. cuidado, porque en Valorant ya nos hemos cansado de que nos hagan perder el tiempo.
Ay, me agrada, me gustó el público de París. Esto hizo, me acuerdo en el partido debut de playoffs, hizo que esos dos equipos aceleraran mucho el ritmo. Si no me equivoco también fue Energy. Pero aquí está un poco más calmado el público. Energy está manteniendo por aún la calma dentro de todo, pero ya son 2 rondas de Hundred Thieves. Ya en algún momento se van a empezar a preocupar. Siguen teniendo economía Energy, así que todo bien dentro de todo. Timotino, qué agresivo que es, y Keiko, bueno, lo encuentra. Ethan estaba recién poniendo la utilidad en sus manos y parece que lo pillaron muy mal parado otra vez. Mada, su definitiva ha sido anulada. ¿Cómo presionan el carril central? Están molestando a Hundred Thieves, que los dejan dudando si pueden entrar en este sitio de B o si esperan el segundo tempo de los que venían por las espaldas. Al final, tanto Scuba como Mada deciden retroceder.
Y entrando en esta 9ª ronda de juego con un 4-4 y Brock debilitado, fíjate, como bien he señalado, porque la información de la que goza ahora mismo Energy, gracias a Scuba, es lo que tiene prácticamente la ronda a su favor. Y es que cuando tú tienes una igualdad numérica por debajo del 5-5, siempre va a favorecer el ataque. Pero los mapas no están diseñados para que se defiendan con solo 4 jugadores. Ahora puede anticipar todo el movimiento, eso sí. Si aquí muere Scuba, friseas la ronda y se acabó. Firma la primera, 3 para 3. Y ni tiempo para frisear. Van a pelear rápido y cuidado porque la rotación ya ha llegado. Es lo que he dicho. Mira dónde ha muerto. Mira dónde están ya sus compañeros. Tienen que rebasar. Sale con la flash. Crayo también cae. Nadie le puede seguir. Entrar tan rápido aquí les ha condenado y Mada no perdona. 7ª ronda para Energy. 7-2 al marcador.
Las rondas en la defensa que ha puesto Energy todo el rato han sido con un esquema bastante similar. Y es que presionar en esta defensa está dando justo en el clavo en contra de Hundred Thieves. Pero esta vez un poco más matizado con el hecho de dejar a Scuba en esa posición esperando. Y tú lo mencionaste. No importaba incluso si no conseguía la eliminación necesariamente, pero con conseguir la información ya es un trabajazo. Le da tiempo de rotación al resto de sus compañeros. Sí, Mano lo hace increíble. Vamos a ver en el 7-2. Sigue siendo compra completa en contra de compra completa. Y Hundred Thieves con cada vez más miedo de que le pusheen por las espaldas.
El dron ya en búsqueda de información. Se prepara para la apertura Ethan. Muy inteligente jugando aquí. Retrocede, va a jugar por detrás, pero Asuna ha conseguido la primera kill. Abre la lata, se lleva a Mada por delante. 2 de las 3 rondas restantes son casi de tarea obligatoria para Hundred Thieves si quieren protagonizar una remontada en este mapa y con ello sellar la victoria en esta Esports World Cup de 2026. Brock preparado, posición de las que más le gustan. Odin en mano, aterriza la flash, les busca a través. A intentar Timotino a ver si con la banda él puede generar espacio para sus compañeros. Dash preparado, llega la paranoia, responden con la misma metodología. Paranoia en paranoia. Brock tienta la suerte, les busca a través, no asesta. Scuba queda vendido. Bora baiteado que consigue conseguir la kill. Se queda en un 5 para 3. El plante será efectivo y el retake ni siquiera debería ir. ¡Oh! Casi mata a Bora al retake que va a intentarlo. Energy.
Estuvo muy cerca con el doble shock y también las balas de la Odin, pero bueno, Bora le sabe y planta en un spot un poco más difícil de predecir. Brock. Ah, sí, lo sabía. Brock, el que la sigue, la consigue. Deja el 3 en contra de 4, pero Timotino está apoyando la zona de cielo. Asuna deja otra eliminación, es un 2 en contra de 1. Solamente queda Ethan, tiene la sobrecarga, pero uno en la zona de bajo cielo, otro en main. Viene la apertura, Cryo queda casi vendido y sin chance de intercambio. Pero va a conseguir la baja de todas formas y muy bien controlado ese post plant de parte de Hundred Thieves. Con igual la ventaja inicial servida para ellos. Trabajaron el mapa poco a poco, cachito a cachito. Y eso fue lo que al final dejó a un Energy sin poder hacer este juego de mid-round.
Así es. Vamos a ver esa ronda que ya sube directamente en el marcador. Y necesitan al menos una de las 2 que restan. Más la ronda de pistolas posiblemente. Para que de esta forma Hundred Thieves pueda encontrar el control. Por el momento, parece que las adaptaciones, más allá de una ronda de por medio que llegaba para Energy, después de ese timeout que utilizaba El coaching staff de 100 Thieves podría de ser lo suficiente. Y mira ya cómo están preparados. Utiliza el dron. Mismo ángulo de shooteo en el que Derke utilizaba y su operator. Asuna que castiga, presiona con las cenizas, la flash y la paranoia perfectas. Detiene el movimiento, han caído Cryo y Asuna, pero renace de sus cenizas Asuna, que tendrá una segunda oportunidad, Mitsu.
Es que encima está Keiko y Mana bastante tocados. Menos mal Mana se puede gelear, pero Keiko no corre la misma suerte. 100 Thieves va a resetear la ronda para ir a este sitio de A en donde Scuba no puede hacer mucho tiempo. Acaba de gastar el smoke. Y quizás se puede llegar a fiar de su compañero Brock. Doble Shocky, un dardo revelador, una Odin. Si consigue una baja, tiene la furia del cazador. Va a ser una entrada que se puede llegar a complicar para la escuadra de 100 Thieves. Y el cruzado es muy bueno. Viene el reveal, falla un poco las balas. Scuba tiene la ventaja numérica. Energy se posiciona, bro. Quedan 27 segundos y la entrada debería estar cantada que para este sitio de A. Pero le da tiempo para la rotación. Necesitan acabar con la vida de Mada. Y además Bang tiene que hacer una tarea histórica y no se consigue. Ronda imposible, Ulises.
12 segundos, rompen la puerta, 3 en el side, Kiko que limpia Asuna, solo 8, 7, 6, se acabó. Octava ronda para Energy, nos iremos a la última ronda antes del cambio de bando. La última oportunidad por intentar acomodar este primer bando, de forma que puedan tratar de sacar adelante este mapa de Ascen, donde el dominio sigue siendo claro por parte de Energy.
También la principal diferencia que tiene 100 Thieves en el ataque respecto a los dos primeros mapas es que está haciendo un ataque mucho más sobrepensado. Antes era un ataque directo, ¿no? Full execute, no sale todo. Eran muy directos con lo que querían hacer y aquí están amarañándose entre tantas opciones que tienen. Y Dan encima avanza con la furia del cazador y la sobrecarga se va a activar luego de la primera eliminación para Energy. Hacer ventaja numérica en esta posición en la que incluso Mada va a gastar su ulti.
Sale Mada, firma 1. Las cenizas son tradeadas, pero va a renacer. Y es un 5 para 3. Puede ser la novena. Otra vez más. Si va a volver a repetir el resultado, va a volver a ser otro 9-3 al cambio de bando. Veremos. Pero ya te digo yo que 3 rondas te obligan a meter las pistolas y te obligan a tener un bando defensor casi perfecto por parte de 100 Thieves. Muy poquito margen de error. Y todo parece que se encamina hacia el Decider. Energy, que quiere replicar la de Heretics contra Fnatic en la final de 2025. Quiere darle la vuelta al marcador. Ethan, la primera para Timotino. Es un 5 para 2. Cryo y Bora en una misión imposible, Mitsu.
Las posiciones son terribles para ellos. Son terribles para ellos. Y encima con Energy, esta defensa que no para de moverse y no para de volver a reclamar lo que es suyo. No le dieron espacio a 100 Thieves, no había espacio para más. Los ladrones al final no alcanzan a hurtar absolutamente nada en esta primera mitad y efectivamente se repite esta primera mitad de 9-3.
The crowd, it is Valorant at the Esports World Cup Grand Final. We've got fans from all over the world. Does anybody speak English?
Está preguntando a ver si alguien habla inglés entre la gente.
Dans le public un petit peu peut-être ici.
Excusez-moi.
Yeah, I speak a little English, yeah.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
Poquitito dice que habla.
Nice to meet you, fine. It's very beautiful play. I love this. Thank you, Gentle Suit, for the crowd. And it's very, very fun. The game is very beautiful.
Your English is fantastic, by the way. Fantastic.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Not really.
He's doing great.
Thank you,
Está lindo el stage, está lindo el público.
I believe.
Very big 100 Thieves
Kevin,
fan,
100 Thieves.
effectivement, et moi j'ai envie d'aller de l'autre côté. Ma très chère, qu'est-ce que vous faites ici? Est-ce que vous y connaissez un petit peu quelque chose à Valorant? Qu'est-ce qui vous amène?
Bah, moi, ce qui m'amène, j'accompagne mon neveu. Moi, j'y connais absolument rien, donc je découvre vraiment le.
Dice que ha venido a acompañar a su hijo, que no sabe mucho de esto, pero oye, que está aquí para acompañarle, apoyarle y para disfrutarlo. Ah, mira, era su sobrino, no era su hijo.
And I love your glasses, by the way. Okay, what's your name, sir?
My name is Adnan.
Nice to meet you. Who are you here to support?
I'm actually here for the fun. I don't have a favorite team, so.
No viene a apoyar a nadie, viene a pasarlo bien.
Oh, you gotta pick one, please.
Well, so far,
I kind of want to go for energy, so we're going to have more content to watch.
Quiere ir por Energy, los va a estar apoyando porque quiere ver un poco más de Valorant.
Let's just do a quick check. Who's taking this? 100 Thieves! I've got to give a shout out to our cameraman. He's down here doing a magnificent job, and this crowd is amazing. Let's get back into it.
Hay un momento que me ha hecho mucha gracia. Y es... Ian Chambers pregunta si alguien habla inglés. Nadie, obviamente,
Sí.
nadie tiene un poco como el valor y que Lu, al lado suyo, lo pregunte en francés en plan de ¿hay alguien que hable inglés?
Y me dio mucha risa. Sí, porque fueron con un chico que decía que hablaba un poquito y de la nada como que empieza a hablar en francés y después de vuelta en inglés. O sea, como que... No sé si... Estoy casi segura que empezó a hablar en francés de la nada.
Sí, habló un poquito en francés.
Pero bueno. Sí. Es como, bueno, entrevista en inglés, pero sí habla un poco en inglés y empieza a hablar en francés. Pero muy buena entrevista, se nota que el público está ahí animado y hay de todo un poco, ¿no? Hay gente que va simplemente por la diversión, hay gente que no sabe mucho de Valorant, va a acompañar y es como funcionan los eventos al final del día y sobre todo entre Energy y 100 Thieves. Hubiese sido lindo para ellos tener a sus equipos, ¿no? Gentlemates, sobre todo BBL incluso, pero... Bueno, no se puede, Team Vitality, pero no se puede. Es final de Américas. Ya les tocó el año pasado. Meretic en contra de Fnatic. Y nos vamos al cambio de lados. Es exactamente lo mismo, Ulises. 9-3 por tercera vez en esta serie.
Están siendo un gran público, ¿eh? Están siendo un muy buen público, teniendo en cuenta que no tienen representación en esta gran final. Como sería Gentleman's, Vitality o Karma Corp. Vamos a ver, 5 para 4. Filman de nuevo la entry, dejando Ethan a 1 de vida, Mada 22, pero la internada es efectiva. El Molly, para intentar evitar el plante, lo va a poder hacer igualmente delante de la compuerta. No está para nada preocupado Energy. Se abre Asuna, busca la primera, erraba a la espalda. Kiko firma la primera, Crayo consigue el refrag, sabe que hay un jugador más. Brock está dando la vuelta. No sabes que no lo escucha. Mada, Brock, Scuba, Ethan. 7, 20, 1 y 22 son los puntos de vida. Noche es la lotería. 3K para Crayo. La ronda de pistolas puede ser para 100 Thieves. Están muy tocados. Mada, 3, 2, 1. Cae en las garras de Bank y Crayo. Ya esperaba Brock. Ni un pelo de tonto. Ronda de pistolas. Se presenta la oportunidad de buscar remontar este mapa.
Hay una carta puesta sobre la mesa. Hay una chance de 100 Thieves de meter esta remontada, como bien dices, porque las rondas de pistolas han sido muy importantes para los dos equipos de meter un poco más de empuje. Y bueno, en teoría, en general, a 100 Thieves no le ha ido tan bien en estas pistols, a diferencia de Energy, pero aún así, con esta primera ventaja, con Timotino arriba, saliendo adelante, hay chances. Lo que sí se ve bastante complicado, pero bueno, vamos a ello. En la defensa, 100 Thieves, a ver si puede cumplir las mismas expectativas. Timotino ya arranca muy fuerte. ¿Qué quiere hacer Asuna? Está en la zona de árbol, también utiliza las manitas calientes y ya están detectando cada intento de arremetida de Energy.
Pues que mantengan firme, porque esto todavía tiene que seguir adelante si quiere tratar de sacarlo. 14ª ronda, vamos con ello. Moviendo ya la apertura rápidamente, ¡pam! Y ya la primera y la segunda están en un 4 para 2. Se lo hace parecer sencillo, pero Kiko le penaliza. Bora con la Bulldog. Muerde, perfecto para acabar con Kiko. Solo queda Mada con vida. 1 para 3. La Spike está ahora mismo dropeada en el site, así que prácticamente imposible para él. Debería ser aquí la 5ª ronda para 100 Thieves. Y ojo, porque Phantom, Bulldog, Spectre no es una mala compra para intentar... Y se come el cable. No es una mala compra para intentar después el método PAP.
Es una buena compra.
Vale, inteligente. Asuna va para el orbe. A correr. Si no planta la Spike, a correr. Ni lo maten. No le den el orbe. Entretenlo todo lo que puedas.
Sí.
Si consigue dejarlo con vida.
Igual Mada lo va a hacer. O sea, queda mucho tiempo, muchos segundos, pero ahora sí es momento de... Mada incluso yéndose, no sé qué... Bueno, al final igual, de todas formas, lo matan. ¿Qué se le cayó, pobrecito? ¿Se le cayó algo? Estaba aplaudiendo, se le cayó algo, pero va a ser ronda para 100 Thieves. 2-0 al cambio de lados. A ver si se cumple el tema de la ronda de bonus. Ya lo vimos una vez. Y los primeros bandos han sido extremadamente one-sided. Ahí en el segundo cambio de lados es donde se pone un poco más a tono la fiesta. Que tiro de parte de ahora. Pero ha sido 9-3, 9-3, 10-2 y otra vez 9-3. La diferencia es para quién termina beneficiando.
Sí, Mada se va a llevar aquí a Timotino. El método PAP parece más difícil. El orbe lo va a tomar Asuna. Acumulando poco a poco, buscando cualquier oportunidad. Está realmente difícil. Vamos a ver si es capaz de hacerlo efectivo. Perdón, le he dicho Asuna, pero que estaba pensando en Mada, que va a cargar su definitiva y que tiene facilidades ahora mismo con fullback y definitiva de Phoenix para intentar sacar esta ronda adelante.
Rotar no se ve una muy buena decisión para Hundred Thieves. 2 cables y la paranoia de Bank. Perdón, para Energy. 2 cables y la paranoia de Bank aún pueden hacer un poco de tiempo ahí con el Smoke y con Cryo comandando ese primer contacto y la cámara. Encima, porque ahora viene Bora en esa rotación para medio hacer un stack. O sea, Hundred Thieves está convencido de que Energy va a rotar. Pero Energy es familiar a los dobles tempos y va a hacer un segundo intento en este sitio de B. Se mete Asuna, es el único que tiene la Phantom en sus manos. A ver si la puede llegar a aprovechar, pero le están haciendo la entrada. Conecta el headshot en contra de Ethan, pero la flash es perfecta. Lo van a dejar en el suelo y cada vez con menos chances para poder sacar esta ronda. Cuidado con la ciberjaula, se escondió de la marca registrada y se acaba de colar Cryo.
No se lo espera y Cryo firma la kill, acaba con Kiko. Es un 2 para 3, puede recuperar equipamiento, necesita tiempo para ello. Baliza, reconocimiento, a utilizar el ángulo corto para evitar que le pueden llegar a presionar. Recupera una Vandal y se presenta una oportunidad. Está solo en 1 para 3, pero es el catcher por excelencia de esta gran final. Marca el primero, se queda en 1 para 2, le van a hacer el tótem. Mada no perdona. Dobles dígitos ya vigentes en el marcador de Energy. Anotan la décima, 10-5 doblando. Vamos a ver qué nos depara este mapa de Aston, porque el rumbo al split ya lo ha puesto Energy.
Sí, ya están mucho más encaminados. Una pausa táctica no vendría mal. Que les queda una a los de Hundred Thieves. Pero es demasiado pronto en este bando para poder utilizarla. El tema y el problema es que ya están muy dentro del marcador los de Energy. Doble dígito. Y encima aumentando sus oportunidades con la definitiva de Keiko. Activa el Tour de Force en el ataque. Ya no va a estar tan sencillo pushear en esta defensa. Y es una de las claves. Qué importante que es que Keiko tenga la ulti aquí. Ya van a mermar por completo las opciones que tiene este equipo. A no ser, ok, Timotino le da una chance importante a la escuadra de Hundred Thieves. Lanza un tiro de advertencia a Keiko, pero se manda para atrás. Y ahora volver a resetear la ronda.
En esta 16ª, el Tour de Force de Kiko, que cobra más importancia que nunca. Shockdar al ángulo corto, le busca las cosquillas y es Timotino quien acaba con la vida de Kiko. Se quedan en un 5 para 3. Ventaja numérica la cobra ahora mismo un conjunto de Hundred Thieves, que parece tener una gran oportunidad. 3K para Timotino. Se siguen adelantando. Va a ser el 4K de Timotino con la Classic. Solo Scuba con vida. En un 1 para 5. Se va a marchar a guardar. De que la sexta va a llegar al marcador.
Y tenía muy buena pinta de Energy esta ronda. El hecho de no dejar jugar a Timotino y a Asuna de manera agresiva en la defensa pudo haber condicionado a este equipo, pero al final sacan la primera con Timotino y este tipo es una bestia por su cuenta. Aún así, Scuba deja el 1 para 4, pero está muy difícil. La Spike en la zona de baranda y va a ser un completo dominio de la ronda. No había Operator para recuperar, así que Timotino se va a quedar ahí con su Vandal para la siguiente. Y a ver si puede llegar a sacar la Operator. Estuvimos hablando al principio del Ascent. Timotino es muy bueno con la P y el mapa de Ascent es uno de los mejores para sacar este tipo de armamento. Pero recién se está presentando la oportunidad. Falta un poco para que la pueda aprovechar.
Pues vamos a ver si esto se acaba representando. Nos vamos a ir ya directamente a esta siguiente ronda. Ha subido la sexta. La economía sigue estando presente. Todavía existen oportunidades. Vamos a ver. Tengo feeling con Hundred Thieves. Tengo feeling de remontada en este mapa. Nos vamos al timeout. Momento para hablar. Creo que Bonkar estaba teniendo el mismo feeling que estoy teniendo yo. porque va a solicitar este timeout para intentar remediarlo. Ahora mismo la sensación es el control de mapa, más allá de los resultados y de las rondas. El control lo está teniendo 100 Thieves.
Dejar jugar a Timotino a sus anchas y que se abra y coman una Energy y luego que empiecen de manera errática a rotar por el mapa es algo raro. Y sobre todo porque no hay que dejarle tanta solvencia a este equipo. En cualquier momento, como decimos, te va a sacar la Operator y de ahí en adelante Timotino va a empezar a arrasar. O sea, no puedes dejar que Timotino saque la OP. Tienes que cortarle ahora mismo, sacar una ronda, resetearles la economía, que no avancen con ese momentum. Y aún está a tiempo de Energy de poder cerrar esto. Van muy adelante, es un 10-6. Pueden llegar a farmear esa ulti, sobre todo la de Brock y la de Ethan. Y tener esta entrada. De hecho, Timotino está haciendo ya la eco para la siguiente ronda y esa Operator va a jugar con la tormenta de cuchillas únicamente.
Pues a ello que se están preparando. Vamos a ir con esta 17ª ronda. La economía empieza a estar perjudicada del lado de Energy. Un Stinger aparece en esta ocasión en el ataque a manos de Ethan. Vamos a ir ya directamente con la internada. Ethan se derrapa rápido y es Cryo quien acaba con él. Cuidado porque le pueden romper economía. Aquí la tormenta de cuchillas acaba de depilar por completo a Amada.
Malas noticias, muy malas noticias. Timotino está llegando a un nivel peligroso y entradas de Energy que empiezan ya a dispersarse y a diluirse. Por dicho, 2 en contra de 4 y un cable. Keiko no puede seguir atravesando. Hay completo dominio. Mientras tanto, Scuba, bueno, la suya, ¿no? Tiene la Spike, algo puede hacer, se puede colar en CT. El problema es qué puede hacer Keiko. Su labor aquí es de infiltrarse, ser un parásito e intentar infectar lo máximo posible. No se espera en el time de Scuba. No debería ser así. Bora falla las balas y falla el choque. Es un 2 en contra de 3. Scuba se le abre una oportunidad enorme. Viene Timotino desde la zona de principal. Y con la información de Cryo, hay una oportunidad de 100 Thieves de cerrar esta ronda también.
Tiene toda la ventaja. Sabe que en Market está ahora mismo Kiko. Intentar posicionarse para buscarlo y ahí está. Kiko ha caído. Timotino la primera. Tienta la suerte a través del smoke. Le está esperando y ganando tiempo. Casi lo sexta y va a ser con la Phantom que lo revienta. 7ª ronda para 100 Thieves. Recortando diferencias. Parece que los 100 ladrones han encontrado el método para la remontada.
Están jugando de manera agresiva algunas puntas y sabiendo defender otras. Timotino estuvo increíble con esa definitiva. Termina salvando una ronda yendo 6. Bueno, en el arranque, perdón. El arranque iba 5-11, si no me equivoco. Wait, no. 13-13 va. Es verdad que no hemos visto algo espectacular por parte de Timotino en el Ascent. Pero ya se está empezando a calentar los motores de 100 Thieves. Pausa táctica que puso Bonkar y ahí quedó nada más. Se van a ir con una ronda económica. Ya no hay plata. 3 Stingers es todo lo que van a tener. Y Timotino, lento pero seguro. Pueden sacar la Operator, pero obviamente van a sacar la Orla porque al otro lado no hay escudos pesados.
Cuidado con ese Shock Dart. Está preparado en esta ronda económica para dar la sorpresa. Brock. Referencia, el Shock Dart aterriza para despejar cualquier cable. Malas noticias, el cable estaba en el lado contrario. Cryo la primera, Bora con el ratatata. Punk y Cryo limpian. Flawless. Flawless de Cololes. Va a ser la 8ª ronda para 100 Thieves. Recortando diferencias. 2 es la distancia. Ya veamos los rostros de aficionados de Energy que empiezan a tener preocupación.
Sí, ya está. Ya lograron lo que querían. Ya sacaron la Odin, ya sacaron la Operator para la siguiente. Ya están muy cerca en el marcador. Lo único que se puede llegar a interponer entre 100 Thieves y la victoria de este Ascent y de la serie son ellos mismos. Es su propia ansiedad. Pero Energy está perdido por completo. No sabe cómo hacer las entradas. Volvieron a las antiguas mañas. Y ahí está, de la que estuvimos hablando. No compra escudo Timotino también. Se queda con el de la ronda anterior. Pero también hay recursos del otro lado. La pausa táctica de Bonkar es que no puede poner 2 consecutivas. Y Timotino encima se marca un colateral. Ya está, Ulises. Ya está. 100 Thieves se lo está oliendo. Quizás es temprano para empezar a hablar, pero le van a quitar todo a Energy.
Lo tienen claro. Han iniciado el proceso, pero veremos a ver si lo pueden mantener a lo largo del partido. Todavía queda un timeout de Bonkar. Todavía hay tiempo para más y no pueden permitirse muchos errores. ¿Será la maldición del 9-3? ¿Se podrá convertir en una realidad en esta gran final? Sería espectacular un 100 Thieves que, aunque no ha alcanzado los mayores éxitos, es una de esas escuadras que tienen mucho cariño de su afición. Queremos saber por qué va a guardar equipamiento ante chiflidos, abucheadas. El conjunto de Energy, que está ya escarmentado de ello. Ya le chiflaron lo suficiente en Santiago, incluso se sintió ya en la zona de confort para ello.
Se puede jugar, sí, tienen que guardar sí o sí. Keiko puede usar su cazadora de cabezas y darle la Vandal a Brock. Ethan puede jugar con la sobrecarga y Mada puede ser el cebo perfecto con esa definitiva. Así que hay chances de jugar la siguiente. No sé si van a poner la pausa táctica aquí. No sería lo más alocado del mundo. Sería muy rápido. Sería con un gap de 2 rondas entre medio. Pero parece que no van a poder hacer eso siquiera. Ni siquiera van a poder guardar. Ay. ¿Será que ponen la pausa táctica?
No lo sé, porque como también ha tenido mucho tiempo, porque han estado guardando equipamiento, eso ha dado alas a que Ethan esté caleando en ese momento. O sea, yo me imagino a Ethan preparando las siguientes rondas. Entonces quiero entender que no va a tirar el timeout aquí Bonkar, porque precisamente ya han tenido ese margen de tiempo en el que puede hablar el equipo, aunque no sea con él. Salvo que Bonkar, en lo que haya dicho Ethan, vea alguna incongruencia y que diga, no te estás enterando de cómo va la copla, niño. Vamos a ir ya directamente con o el timeout o la siguiente ronda. Y va a ser el timeout, así que parece que Ethan quizá no se ha quedado con la copla.
Sí. Es súper necesario. 100 Thieves ya logró el Exodia, ya logró completar las mejores cartas, las upgradeó, ya tiene personaje de 5 estrellas en el TFT, ya está súper armado, mucha economía. Odin, Operator, confianza, están dejando a Energy completamente perdido. Y es que el planteamiento de Energy ya ni siquiera es tema de confianza, lo que sea, es cómo jugar el mapa de Ascent. Y se nota mucho, sobre todo en este cambio de lados. Trabajaron muchísimo la defensa, pero el ataque es algo que a lo largo de la serie sí se ha complicado un montón, especialmente en los 2 primeros mapas. A ver cómo lo juega, porque ni siquiera pudieron guardar armamento en la ronda anterior, pero sí les alcanza a forzar. Keiko con una Vandal, Ethan puede tener su sobrecarga, luego pueden llegar a manejar con todas las ultis que tienen.
Últimas palabras de Bonkar, Salvo que fuercen el overtime, podrían no volver a escuchar a su entrenador ya en este mapa. Ahora mismo Asuna dispone, al igual que Mada, de las cenizas. Hay furia del cazador para ambos jugadores, tanto Brock como Bora. Pero las definitivas se decantan a favor de un conjunto de Energy que no tiene el equipamiento, pero podría aún así poder ser protagonista. El dron de Brock despejando la zona central, que lo va a aprovechar Mada. O al menos quería hacer el fake auditivo, porque ya regresa y parece que el commit podría llegar a un side B en el que tengo malas noticias. La lectura ha llegado para Crayo, que en tantas ocasiones lo vimos en el side de A. En esta ocasión está alojado en el side de B y su kit de utilidades contrarresta en gran sobremedida esta ronda económica. El Shotar que no llega para nada, desfiladero. Se abre Asuna, cenizas en mano. No le preocupa perder la vida, Mada lo limpia, pero regresa rápido y lo cubre perfecto Crayo. Le está dando cobertura, llega la sobrecarga, se come el cable. Crayo con la segunda, Crayo con la tercera. Limpieza efectiva, lo posó 4K, 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 K. Solo Kiko, 14 segundos, obligado a plantar la spike. Y sin mucho margen de tiempo en un 1 para 2, se le abren rápido y acribilla. Van a poner las tablas en el marcador, Micho. La gran final no ha acabado, pero el 10-10 llega. No se ha rendido 100 Thieves.
Se veía difícil, o sea, a pesar de que Cry es una bestia, se veía difícil. Eran solo 2 jugadores en el sitio de B y los otros 3 estaban al otro lado del mundo, comiteando con la zona de principal de A, y Bang no tenía la definitiva para apoyar a Cryo. La única opción, lo único que se podía hacer era que Cryo hiciera una milagrosa. Que Cryo lograra sacar 2 bajas, 3 bajas. Ojalá. Pero termina sacando 4 eliminaciones. Cryo está en su máximo esplendor en esta gran final. Lo que ha hecho ha sido un abuso en contra de Energy. Y por fin, luego de la pausa táctica de Bonkar, últimas palabras, como mencionaste. Vamos a ver qué puede proponer Energy en esta compra completa. Aún tienen 3 definitivas para hacer la internada, pero el ataque cómo se ha complicado. No tienen muy claro dónde entrar. Ethan no está consiguiendo las sentries y nada tampoco.
Vamos a ir con esta 21ª ronda. 10 de vida para Ethan, que ya se ha alcanzado. Asuna baiteado, firma la primera. Timotino en la cobertura perfecta para acabar y se lleva también a Brock. Salta, pequeña mangosta. Era Asuna quien quería acabar con él. Se come hasta el molly. Timotino, vendaval desesperado. Revisa diestro y siniestro. Le llega la apertura de Mada. Está rodeado y se ha envenenado. Lo que parecía una ronda sentenciada. Son ellos las que se le han complicado. Bora buscaba. Está con el shock dart, se prepara Ethan y podría tener aquí la clave junto con Scuba para sacar la 11ª para Energy.
Se perdió la ventaja y hay un desastre en el piso. Y tiene que llegar Bank a barrerlo, pero no sé si tenga la indumentaria, no sé si tiene la escoba. Pero definitivamente se robaron la pala. Son 3 en contra de 1, qué difícil. Aún tiene la paranoia, podría usarla en la zona de backside y conectar en contra de estos 2 jugadores y pushear justo en el timing, pero el destino en curva es muy bueno. Alcanza a escuchar unos disparos a la distancia, pero ya es demasiado tarde. Energy suma su compra completa. Costó luego de esa pausa táctica, pero es el 11-10. Se mantienen con vida, están arriba en el marcador. Aún la remontada no es efectiva.
En el momento en el que consiguen esas 2 primeras bajas y quisieron ir a por un poco más, saltándose el todo, pisando el molly, se envenenaron, se vinieron arriba, una vez más se lo creyeron. Y esto les ha costado una ronda que parecía que estaba sentenciada. Nos vamos a la 22ª y cuidado, porque en estos pulsos tan férreos, una fisura como esta última ronda puede costar el partido.
Timotino lo va a intentar y casi es el colateral, pero otra vez con la primera eliminación. ¿Cuántas veces? Todas las rondas empieza con el primero. Timotino está en llamas, pero le tiran la furia del cazador y Timotino cómo se mueve incluso en contra de la flash. Gastaron un montón de utilidades Energy para lidiar con este jugador. ¿Y para conseguir qué? Absolutamente nada. Mada en posesión. Busca del 4 en contra de 4. Timotino se alcanza a tirar para atrás buscando y teniendo el cruce. Bang hace la apertura y grave error. Es un 4 para 4.
Ha dado un espacio innecesario. Ahora se está preparando Holdea para que regresen las utilidades inteligentemente. Eso sí, el hecho de que no esté Bang puede dificultar la ronda. Asuna llega a la espalda, tiene la clave, le está esperando a Mada, tiene que temporizar, va a llegar Bora demasiado tarde. Se abre en solitario y salvo que no esperen a Bora, estaría sentenciado. Se abre shifteando, otro que quiere regalar. Cenizas, Timotino la primera. Desesperado Crayo en el site intentando aguantar, es prácticamente imposible. Última bala en la recámara. Después la tormenta de cuchillas será su equipamiento. Tiene que salir a bailar. La utiliza rápidamente la Recon. Se marcha a guardar el Operator. Le han regalado la 12ª ronda a un Energy que estaba encerrado.
Es que lo dijimos después de la pausa táctica o entre medio de la pausa táctica. Lo tiene ahí 100 Thieves. Lo único que se puede llegar a interponer entre ellos y la victoria son ellos mismos. Son las ganas de querer cerrar el partido. Estas 2 últimas rondas son el ejemplo perfecto de eso. Empezando con la ventaja numérica, empezando con bajas de Timotino, pero luego ceden ante la presión que provoca Energy. Y este equipo igual es... qué calmo y qué mentes frías que son en estas situaciones, porque estás en desventaja numérica, friseas la ronda y aún así logras castigar. Esta baja lo fue todo. Mada abrió la ronda y siguen friseando para encontrar a Asuna y a Bora también. Y con eso hacen el paso para el punto de mapa en el Ascent. Estarían a una ronda de llevarnos a ese Decider.
Cada vez más cerca, cada vez más próximos de que el 5.º mapa aparezca. Último timeout, últimas palabras de MBS y Dumbros. Yo creo que tienen que ser conscientes. Son ellos quienes han dejado escapar. Han tenido la ventaja en ambas ocasiones. Han tenido la clave. Pero las jugadas en solitario y los excesos les han condenado en ambas rondas. Y es que cuando eres el underdog, No puedes dejar escapar ni una sola ocasión, Mitsu.
Se les escapó. Y no sabemos si el partido en verdad tuvieron mucha economía, tuvieron su margen de error, ya se divirtieron. Ahora hay que jugar en serio. Van a tener para forzar una última. Y bueno, obviamente, si pierden esta ronda, está terminado. Y Energy nos llevaría a ese mapa de Split. Nos vamos entonces a un intento de 100 Thieves para seguir peleando este mapa. Timotino con la Operator es una de las cosas claves de esta defensa. Y lo ha hecho durante 2 rondas consecutivas, pero la tercera no sé si es buena opción hacer lo mismo que la otra ronda. La tercera es la vencida para que Energy se dé cuenta de lo que está haciendo. Así que Timotino va a respetar en esta ocasión. Y cuidado también, porque Keiko tiene un tour de force al otro lado. No es tan sencillo realmente. Están tomando todo esto con pinzas.
Y sí, no les queda alternativa. Es lo que tienen que hacer en esta ocasión. La presión ha llegado. Crayo va a cruzar el ángulo. Está Jans piqueando ahí, sin hacer ningún ruido. Bank, preparado para colocar el smoke, intentar evitar la internada. Me sorprende que no utilice el smoke de Mako para forzarles utilidades. Pero supongo que está prefiriendo jugar a reacción, ya que están de 3 en el site. El smoke aterrizado. El dron que viene para rebasarlo. Paranoia, vaya bala. Mada la primera, pero Crayo con una doble. Le da la ventaja, ha escuchado la internada. Vaya bala, le pone a Ethan. Crayo absoluto protagonista. Cegado no pone el 4K, pero Asuna se lleva Scuba. Solo queda Kiko con vida, que tiró de rendezvous. Tour de force en mano. Y una misión prácticamente imposible en el 1-4. Remata Asuna. 11ª ronda para 100 Thieves. Se encuentra a una ronda de forzar el overtime de este 4º mapa.
Buena ronda de 100 Thieves, buena pausa también para volver a reorientar al equipo. Timotino no overcomitea en esa defensa. Y si, bueno, tenemos que hacer una tier list de jugadores con mente fría de parte de 100 Thieves. Crayo siempre va a estar en el top 1 en cada una de las etapas, en cada una de las temporadas, diferentes versiones de 100 Thieves. Crayo no le tiembla la mira, sea en la posición en la que estén. Este tipo no se achica nunca, aunque estén mal, aunque estén bien. Y es ahora donde más lo necesitan. Timotino lanza un tiro en la zona de baranda. Estamos otra vez en punto de mapa de Energy. Quieren hacer una ronda mucho más rápida, Ulises.
Así es un 4-5. Vemos ya cómo aceleran. Kiko con la primera y en el 5-4. Comen rápidamente al espacio. Está aguantando Bank en la altura. Firma la primera, la segunda para Crayo. Perfecto, Vara. Se queda en la ventaja. Es un 3-1. Solo queda Scuba con vida. Una misión imposible. Una misión de héroe. Pone la segunda. Se queda ahora con Bank a 30 de vida y Bora 74. A un orbe de definitiva. Pero ¡bam! 100 Thieves fuerza al overtime. 100 Thieves no baja los brazos. Mitsu, este 4º mapa puede dictar sentencia.
Esta vez Bang mucho mejor. Si hay algo que tengo que decir de Bang es que en situaciones difíciles es uno de los que más falla, es uno de los que más comete errores. Y ha tenido una temporada del año pasado bastante complicada. Ganar esto no significa simplemente ganarlo, sino también callarle la boca a la cantidad de hate que recibió estando expuesto a la fanaticada de Sentinels. Incluso él recuerda y menciona su pobre performance del año pasado y dice que hasta empeoró su juego. Pero ganar el Esports World Cup significaría un montón, y con esa ronda demostrándose a sí mismo que en situaciones difíciles es capaz de tener un impacto importante y real. Nos llevan al tiempo extra. Cambio de lados una vez más. 100 Thieves entra al sitio de A.
Internada rápida en el ataque. Timotino ha ganado el espacio. Scuba queda manteniendo el ángulo. La frase es buenísima. Asuna lo limpieza y Ethan que cae. Bora que limpia. Mada consigue una. Es un 4-3. Se apertura rápida. Asuna se lleva a Kiko. Detectado pero ignorado. Brock que no alcanza al otro lado. Timotino se lleva a Mada. Solo queda Brock con vida y Asuna lo sienta. 13ª ronda. 13-12 en el marcador. Paso al frente de 100 Thieves que se quiere proclamar campeón.
Es este 100 Thieves, el mismo 100 Thieves que vimos los 2 primeros mapas, lo estamos viendo en estas 2 últimas rondas. Comprimido, y de vuelta a su identidad. Ese 100 Thieves que no tiene miedo de qué decisión tomar en el ataque. Es un equipo completo de 5 jugadores que van a entrar y van a hacer su espacio y se van a abrir el paso a la fuerza bruta.
¡Uah!
Se me ponen los pelos de punta.
Grita.
Hay nerviosismo de NBS. El choque de puños entre Dumbros y NBS es nervioso. Se secan las manos. NBS le están sudando las manos del frío. Están nerviosos, están con adrenalina. Están a un paso de ganar la gran final. Y significa victoria, prize pool, oportunidades. ¡Buah!
¡Qué barbaridad! Estamos entrando ya en ese momento, ¿no? Hemos llegado a esa intensidad. Todo puede llegar a pasar aquí, Mitsu. Esto todavía no ha acabado. Esto todavía puede dar más. Estaremos pendientes. Veremos a ver de qué son capaces. Energy todavía no ha bajado los brazos. Es su momento ahora. Vamos a entrar en esta nueva ronda de juego. Entramos en la 26ª. 100 Thieves que se puede proclamar campeón aquí, pero ojo. Timotino juega agresivo. Baliza de reconocimiento. Va a piquear al timing y Kiko le pone la bala a través del smoke.
Muy buen arranque de la ronda. Oportunidades se abren. Energy sigue soñando con este mapa de Ascent. No se rinden. Quizás nuestras miradas, nuestros ojos están puestos en 100 Thieves. Pero luego de la pausa esto pudo haber enfriado un poco más al equipo con el momentum que venían trayendo. Así que demasiado inteligente Bunker para frenar a lo que estaba haciendo 100 Thieves. Mucho momentum ahí. Pero Timotino le van a cortar las alas y es que lo estuvo haciendo todo el rato en la defensa, pusheando con la Operator, pusheando con la Vandal y sacando las primeras bajas. Esta vez no va a ser la ocasión.
No lo parece, Mitsu. No lo parece. Pero habrá que verlo. Prepara ya la paranoia en mano. El avance es rápido. El dron en búsqueda de información. Paranoia al frente. Salen con todo. El mole, el intercambio. Se deslizan. Aterrizan el muro. No se lo piensan demasiado. Generando las diferencias. Electro rebote. Se anticipa. Rompe la baliza de reconocimiento. Asuna aguantando en el ángulo corto. Parece que lo quiere sacar. Asuna con la doble. Se lo lleva por delante. Es un 3 para 2. 2 para 2 ahora. Brock y Kiko tienen que salvar esto. Una misión ante todo. El plante efectuado. Lo intenta cerrar 100 Thieves, bicho.
Cryo, ¿cuánto tiempo soñó por esto? Bank también. Se tiene que demostrar que 100 Thieves puede ganarle a un campeón mundial luego de sufrir una y otra vez derrotas en contra de este equipo. No quieren chocar con la misma pared. Primera apertura del Bang, es un 2 en contra de 1. Brock tiene la definitiva. Puede salvar la ronda. El tipo que siempre la cluchea. Pero está difícil. 100 Thieves tiene muchas ganas de cerrar esto y así va a ser. Respira, celebra 100 Thieves con una victoria. Campeones de la Esports World Cup, no se lo pueden creer. Incluso ni siquiera sabía si había depusado la Spike. Pero así está 100 Thieves, abrazándose, emotivos. Y muchos nombres nos aparecían como posibles campeones, Ulises. 100 Thieves no era uno de ellos, pero aquí están, celebrando de una historia, de un comienzo insólito en ese stage número 1. The Energy queda a pasos de ser campeón, pero estoy literalmente temblando. Esto es muy importante para un equipo como los 100 Thieves y creo que ni siquiera ellos se lo pueden llegar a creer.
Sin lugar a dudas, es un momento histórico. Este conjunto de 100 Thieves ha conseguido la gloria y parecía que no iba a ser sencillo. Nunca fueron los favoritos, nunca se les consideró para ello. Pero ellos lo han logrado y lo hacen aquí delante de todo su público. Y es que 100 Thieves ha llegado por primera ocasión a una final internacional y lo hacen para coronarse como campeones. La historia se reescribe en esta Esports World Cup y este equipo, antes de ser campeón, antes de alzar el trofeo, tiene que cumplir una última misión. Hay que acabar con los sueños y destrozar el último pedazo con vida. Hay que romper a Energy.
Timotino lo hizo el día de ayer y lo va a hacer otra vez. Timotino espera un poco antes. Vamos a escuchar
va a pararlo para escuchar cómo están los fans.
The 100 Thieves boys before they smash the energy key.
He played a great game, but Brock, there are other guns than the Odin!
Han jugado una gran partida, pero Brock, existen otras armas aparte de la Odin, le dice su fan. Ahí está, se rompen los sueños, se acaban las esperanzas. El vigente campeón del mundo no pudo conquistar la Esports World Cup de 2026, cae rendido ante los 100 ladrones. Y así acabaron sus sueños.
Ni siquiera tengo palabras. No vemos semblante en 100 Thieves. No veo indicios de que aún se lo crean, de que aún lo acepten. Finalmente tenemos la llave y Bora, que la estuvo sosteniendo durante todo el torneo, pone su nombre en el trofeo y queda para la historia. 100 Thieves, campeones de Esports World Cup, inmortalizados de 2026 en adelante.
Es histórico, 100 Thieves acaba de cumplir un momento histórico. Es el momento de alzar el trofeo. Esta Esports World Cup 2026 ya tiene campeón. 100 Thieves. Los 100 ladrones han conseguido usurpar el trofeo. No fueron favoritos. Nunca los tuvieron en la lista. No era el nombre que se esperaba. Y han tenido que ganar a su máximo rival. El quinto enfrentamiento en este 2026 en un mejor de 5. Victoria contundente 3-1. Sufriendo para concluir el Aston, pero arrasando los 2 primeros mapas. Tuvieron que perder 4 veces. 2 en el kickoff, 2 en el stage número 1. Para en este instante alzar el trofeo que les proclama campeones de esta Esports World Cup, Michu.
Impresionante. Los pelos de punta. Literalmente el trabajazo que han hecho desde stage número 1. Y no solamente estos 5 jugadores, la integración de Bora ha sido increíble como rol de IGL y Timotino también. Ellos venían jugando desde hace un tiempo ya, pero cómo lo estuvo persiguiendo Asuna, Bank y Cryo es hasta irreal. También tenemos la entrevista con los jugadores para saber un poco más de sus pensamientos.
Y sí, lo primero, Timotino va a hacer la entrevista en francés porque habla francés. Lo primero, enhorabuena por ese gran rendimiento. Parece que levantando este trofeo podrías empezar a construir una leyenda, una historia. Sé que voy a convertirme en una leyenda. Estás 100% seguro de ello. 6 años, Asuna, compitiendo para este equipo. ¿Qué piensas? Porque de todo esto, llegando hasta París.
Tomó un tiempo, pero la verdad es que el coach del staff ha sido increíble y tenemos dos coaches que nos han ayudado mucho para llegar acá.
Seguramente muchas de las personas francesas que están aquí no sabían ni tu nombre antes de empezar. ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Qué se consigue al ser la voz que lidera este equipo?
It's always a surreal experience to perform well and to call great games. You know, I wouldn't be able to do this without their trust.
Tener bien los fundamentals. Estoy muy feliz de estar aquí el día de hoy. El trabajo de mis compañeros del coach staff ha sido increíble y simplemente teníamos que pasarlo bien y tener buenas comms y enfocarnos en lo nuestro.
Sans leur confiance, sans leur talent, sans le staff, ça n'aurait évidemment pas été possible. Donc effectivement, ravi et je veux continuer de le faire.
Bang, it's an incredible achievement. I was lucky enough to meet some of your family that came out to
increíble
watch
logro.
you. Your mum Tina's here.
Ha habido muchos familiares que se han acercado aquí para apoyarte, para verte, para apoyarte. Tiene que ser una experiencia increíble estar delante de esta afición y de tu familia. La verdad es que estoy muy orgulloso, tengo una familia que me apoya en todo y no todo el mundo puede decir lo mismo. Así que aprovecho y desde la lejanía quiero saludar a mi madre. Hola, mamá.
And last but not least, because we're not forgetting someone, trust me, but I wanted to ask the coach. You know, the coaches, of course. You've been working with some young, fresh blood here, young players, yet you guys seemed so composed against a very, very experienced team. What made the difference today?
Con toda tu experiencia, NBS,
Today we had to win
¿qué
against
hizo la diferencia el día de hoy?
We lost against Energy 4 times this year. And we made
Perdimos 4 veces en contra de Energy este año, pero nos aseguramos de que no iba a pasar de nuevo. Tengo unos demonios aquí en el equipo.
Hoy era el maldito día. Versión polite.
Lou, the celebrations are just beginning. I need you to head over to the totem. We'll get to that in a moment. But Paris, who do you think is the MVP?
Y le preguntan a París quién cree que es el MVP.
Cryo, come here, man.
Cryo, acércate. Tú eres nuestro MVP de esta Esports World Cup de 2026. Merecidísimo.
Congratulations. Listen, I know
El
that this
nivel de
is
constancia de
a long
este
time
tipo
coming for
es
you as well.
de otro
Such a
nivel.
tremendous achievement. But how proud are you of your individual perforance here today?
¿Qué tan orgulloso estás de tu performance individual, tu desempeño individual? Aún así piensa que no cumplió las expectativas personales para él. Tuve muchas dudas a lo largo de mi carrera. Pero al final del día tienes que confiar en ti y en la gente que te rodea.
Listen, guys, there's one thing that you all need to do. You need to make your way to the totem.
Y bueno, todavía queda una cosa más, un último detalle. Y es que tienen que elegir 3 pedazos, 3 trozos de 3 equipos que participaron en este torneo para que entren a formar parte de la historia de la Esports World Cup y que formen parte de ese mural en el que estarán todos los campeones. Y esos 3 equipos formarán un pedacito de ellos. Así que por una última vez, mientras que nos dirigimos hacia allí, un fuerte aplauso para nuestros campeones de esta Esports World Cup de 2026, 100 Thieves.
Con mucha curiosidad,
por cierto,
si nos van a mostrar el tema de los equipos, de cómo van a elegir.
Sí, vamos allá ahora.
100% ahí. Ok, bien.
Están de camino.
Energy va a estar 100%.
Que por cierto, ¿qué te ha parecido el rendimiento de Cryosels? Vaya absoluta barbaridad, positivo de +13, positivo 10-6 en entries. Vaya rendimiento y un clasher por excelencia hoy.
Cryo siempre performea igual de bien en todos los partidos, en todos los mapas que le pongas. Es el jugador que nunca lo ves abajo. Es un jugador que, aunque el equipo esté abajo, él no está horrible, ¿sabes? Es un jugador que sabe tomar decisiones con mente fría, no comete pasos extra. Es algo que estuvimos observando un montón a lo largo de estos años. No overcomitea, no se sobrecalienta, no toma decisiones demasiado preservadas, no es cagón. No es cagón, pero tampoco se calienta mucho para tomar esas decisiones. Y Cryo es el jugador perfecto que al final es el MVP el día de hoy en esta gran final. Energy, prácticamente no hemos hablado de ellos. Quedan subcampeones en la EWC y honestamente es impresionante lo que han hecho, incluso con los cambios muy por encima, pero se quedan a pasos. Y el sabor a gloria, las caras de Cryo, el cómo Bang se manda las manos a la cabeza. No habíamos visto esa POV de Dumbros tampoco, pero ellos también lo estaban pasando mal. Todo es una linda historia de 100 Thieves.
Hombre, al final, para todos ellos, porque si bien es cierto que ninguno de los jugadores sabía alzar.
Did you wait too long? Tell him that you love him, but he's already gone, darling. Did you make 2 wrongs? Know that daddy never made a right before, darling. You were never made to be the judge, darling. He never changed his way for me to budge, darling. It's feeling like a cold dark winter and the sun still behind the trees, yeah. She asked me if I had another